What is up, buds? Welcome to WeeDnD, the pod-positive live tabletop role-playing experience. I am your dungeon master for the night, Brandon Al McClanahan, and I am just so glad to be here with all you fine people. Thank you guys so much for being here, bearing with us while I was away across, there's no pond. I'm sure there's a pond between here and Canada, but while I was performing up in Canada, we had some shows here in Vegas last Tuesday, which is why we were dark, and beyond that, I'm back. So I'm back from Canada. I did have poutine. I sampled some of their herbs up there, and they were delicious and much cheaper, I might add. So I am, I'm just gonna roll that down a little bit. Oh, that's why, because I'm hearing it here. Guys, I'm still a little discombobulated. Bear with me. There it is. Okay, I got it. It was just on my computer when it usually isn't. So good to see you. I see a lot of friendly names in chat. Grim Wild, The Revolving Shadows, one of our longest time buds. Hufflepuff Chipmunk.
That's me. I'm here.
Oh, she's here today. I see Moobot. You're a robot, but I still appreciate you being here. You never know if AI takes over. I could be a jester for them. I'll learn their robot jokes. Hunting the Boojum also as well. I saw Munch Party in the house. It's just so good to see all you guys. I see Gino Fox has made it as well. Holy crap. Smiles to all you guys. So good to see you. It is such a treat to do this. We have been rolling pretty good here on Chapter 2. We're over 100 episodes of WeeDnD in total. I don't know why I feel like I have to reintroduce the show. We've been doing it for a long time, but it does, 2 weeks away is it's tough. And I missed you guys.
Yeah.
So I am, we got a hell of a show today, so I'm gonna pass this on to my dear and wonderful friend. I'm no longer sick.
Yeah!
So I pass this joint through the magical fibers of not a murderer, Nicole. And pass this joint to my dear and wonderful friend, Brenda Folge. Hey, Brenda, how you doing, girl?
She's not a murderer.
Yet.
I'm a
You gotta get caught to be a murderer, right?
And it's a murder
yes.
if you eat them. Hi, I'm Brenna Folger. You guys know me as Pickles on Weed. I was trying to think of a thing, and there's okay. I was thinking of embarrassing things that happened in elementary school, and I kept going back to a story that Brandon told, and I know. Okay, so let me tell you mine first, but I'm afraid that I've done this prompt before simply because the story keeps coming up in my mind about you telling the guy to stop peeing.
Yeah.
But I don't think the prompt wasn't embarrassing.
That was middle school too. I was a little.
Middle school, okay. Well, no, just like embarrassing. I was just thinking of embarrassing things from school
Yeah,
days.
school days. Okay.
Here, you guys, here.
I don't know that I want
And I
to tell
could
that.
remember. You have to
It's a
read
mean
it.
story.
We told it before.
We did.
Talking
It did tell it before.
His name like Sebastian.
But I don't know what that was. What the prompt was. So, anyways, one time in 4th grade, a teacher gave us a writing assignment that was you can write. I want you to write about a perfect day that you'd want to spend with somebody, and it could be anybody ever. And I wrote it about my best friend at the time because I really liked him a lot. And you weren't supposed to do that. It was supposed to be Benjamin Franklin or something.
Aww.
So I was really embarrassed, and he was really embarrassed,
Aww.
and it was one of those things. But you know what? Go 4th grade me. We're having the capacity of just liking someone enough to write about him. So
Yeah.
there they go.
Yeah.
How about you, Drew?
What up, buds? It's Drew, Lucy Lamore. Oh, I'm filled with love being back with all my favorite people, including you guys. My embarrassing, it's just from any time in school. Oh, thank you.
Look at that.
Oh.
Oh.
Feels
Pass
good,
that
right?
along.
Feels good.
Yeah. So anytime in school is
Just I just
not-
I was just kind of thinking as I was driving over and.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I can't really
That was
remember.
the only thing I thought about.
I can't remember
I'm
from
just
that
gonna hold
far
it 'cause
back,
I don't know where to
from
put it.
elementary school. But in high school, it was my 5th time getting high, I think. And I was on the varsity volleyball team, and I got stupidly high right before a game, and I got benched mid-game
No.
when my dad came to see me play for the first time ever.
Was your nickname in volleyball Scoricus?
Oh, it should have been.
It
If
is
only
now.
I knew what would be damn near 30 years in the future. I'm just kidding. It's not 30. It's 25. But it was counting. So yeah, I got benched for being high.
Fun.
Bench.
It was embarrassing.
Sit up there on your high
It was
bench.
embarrassing at the time. Little did I know that I'd be doing a show about.
Where you'd be doing a weed.
Yeah.
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 You're sitting on a bench.
Yeah.
with the buds.
I've learned how to do it better, guys.
Mhm.
So that's
He just
the knowledge
slam
that I'm
dunks out
passing
of
on
nowhere.
to you. Just
who
learn
put
how
that
to do
poop
them
up?
better. Don't be the stereotypes.
Dunks on Nicole.
Yeah.
Why?
Break an ankle.
Nicole, what you got?
Hey! Hi, everyone. I'm Nicole, and yay! Thank you so much. I'm gonna do this first. I am Nicole Unger. I play Shaymira, also Enra. She pops in as Enra every once in a while. My embarrassing story. Okay, so in kindergarten, some of you, I don't know if anyone's heard this story before, but in kindergarten, I had this really cool dictionary that I loved.
Yeah, you did.
And it was like, there's like really cool like diagrams and stuff in it. And I brought it to school to show all my friends, my two friends. And we went up, we went up to like this hill it was in Utah, and there's like cool, playground area. And we were up on this hill in the corner looking at my dictionary like we were doing drugs, but it was a dictionary. And then the bell rang and they took off running. And I was like holding this dictionary that was the size of my head, like running down the hill. And this 5th grade boy slams into me and it hits my face and I fall down and I start crying. And he was like, oh, sorry, and like ran off. And so I'm just sitting there holding my giant dictionary crying. And then a teacher came and I got a big old black eye.
And that's where the bloodlust began.
And that's where it all started.
And no one's seen that 5th grader in 23 years. His name, Drew Yanamori.
His name doesn't matter.
Doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter.
Creed Brad.
Creed bread.
His name's long gone.
His name is long gone.
His name is a waste of time.
Yes. Jake!
I didn't see the dictionary, I swear.
We're a little rusty, if you don't mind. What's up? Shout out to Titty Prime. See you guys. We got a new one, Matt W. coming in 1979. Mwah, thank you for the sub. So good to see you guys, all of you. I see a coffee man. Coffee man.
Oh,
Gentlemen, yeah.
I have a problem reading. Drake Star Dragon slid in too. Dirty Davy. Oh my gosh, we got all the buzzes.
yeah.
All the buzzes here.
Dirty Davy and Doorknob Studios have a belated
Oh.
a little hat.
We do have when it's someone's birthday around here, we like to celebrate them. Our studio manager here, Sean Gilchrist, Doorknob Studios, Giuseppe Greenberg, and as well as our dear bud Dirty Davy. From all of us at WeeDnD, please allow us. Happy birthday, guys. We love you so much. And it is always so good to see you. So go ahead, Jake. Sorry I interrupted you
Jake,
there.
go,
I just
Jake.
stepped in. I was like,
What about you, Jake? Jake, what's your embarrassing Jake?
Oh,
Jake,
thank you, Nicole.
you're welcome.
Thank you, my friends.
Yeah.
Thank you, bud. Jake Taylor here as Zymak, Ibrecula, the Inquisitor, the level 8 Necromancer. And, embarrassing story, shoot. I feel like this one has, like, molded me to this day.
Ooh.
I was a kid, probably kindergarten age, probably like 5 or 6, at Lorenzi Park here in Las Vegas.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Real friendly area.
Not a place that a lot of great stories come out of. Yes.
No.
Yes.
All bad stories.
Everything
Yeah.
bad that I've done in parks was there.
Oh yeah.
But I was a little Jake, and I had to poop. I had to go and poop.
Oh yeah, a little poopy.
So I went to go and poop, and this is one of those parks where all the stalls have no doors.
No doors.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter. So I just whatever. I have to poop. This is the main like prerogative.
We've all
So I
been
went
there.
to poop, and some dingus dongus walked up and was like, "His pants are down!" And I feel like I was forever embarrassed by that. And
I
as an
said
adult-
I was sorry, Jake, okay?
Quit
You show me a better way to do this.
As an
With my
adult, I look
pants
back.
down.
I have the schematics
You
now.
poor thing.
But that stuck with me, and I only prefer to poop at home now.
Oh
Well,
my
You're a home
god.
Thanks, Lorenzi
You're a
Park
home
kid.
pooper.
Wow.
I hope you enjoy the
Oh my
show.
god, and now that kid loves watching people poop.
He was like, I pushed this girl down a hill once, and we're like,
Oh
it's the
my
same
God,
fucking
it's the
guy.
same guy! right.
We're all hunting him down. WeeDnD's real purpose is finding this
True.
terrible young man.
Terrible.
Our bully's all the same guy.
Yeah, it's all it's the same dude.
Probably the guy that got me high.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Your volleyball coach. This dude's an age. He's a shifter also.
Oh my god.
And it was Brenda's friend that asked her to make the thing.
Whoa. Is it weird that I've heard 2 embarrassing poop stories today?
No, there's lots of bad
It is
stories.
There might be one
Tuesday.
more.
It is Tuesday.
All right. I'm going to do this as simply as possible. This is a story I'm not proud of, but I have told it many times. I think it's important to keep
So
me
good,
level-headed. I was, at one point, a not very well-liked or popular kid. I was a math nerd. I was the state crypto champion in Nevada, which is a math card game. And I went to the Academy of Math and Science. And it was an academy as well as a public school. And the populations mingled, and that didn't work out great for us because we were kind of like prime targets. So I started finding out that by being mean to people, people would like me. And to this day, I honestly think maybe this is the reason I never went any more bully. Like, I far since got in fights with people who are being mean to people rather than like I'll shit on somebody behind their back all day. Like, I'm doing it right now. Like, once you guys leave the room, I'm like, did you see what fucking Jake said today about his fucking poop story?
He poops with his pants down.
What I did, it was that moment where it was the first time I felt like a bully. I still feel bad about it to this day, but it also makes me laugh. So it's kind of it's like a doom scenario. Anyway, there was a young man peeing at a urinal in my middle school. I won't say his name because I'm sure he's watching. While like
for sure.
skinning a potato like slowly. But he was peeing at the urinal, and there was a group of us. And I'm sorry, seriously, I feel bad, but again, I'm gonna laugh. So it's like, do I actually feel bad? I'm a piece of shit. I kicked the back of this kid's knees. I have to preface, he was one of the kids that would pee at your, God, I'm not defending myself. I am an asshole. This is a bad story. He would pull his pants all the way down to his ankles when he peed at the urinal.
Wait.
And so it was
not
like,
how
that's
you do
why
it?
we were there. We were like, that kid's going to the bathroom. You know his butt's gonna be out. And it
Yeah.
was like, butts. I was terrible. I mean, just hate me for this and then love me for the rest of my life. I kicked the back of his knees out while he was at the urinal, and he fell back and he was peeing all over himself. But he didn't stop peeing. And so I just shouted at him, "Stop peeing!" And it became, like, literally, it was like the next day, everybody was like, "That's the guy that said stop peeing." Like, it's followed me to the point that Brenna's like, it's the only thing I can remember. In the years of creative works I've done with Brandon, the many stories I know about his life, the delightful things, the people he's helped move, all of the things he's done to repent for this one action, that's the one she still remembers to this very day, and now you all will too.
Well, it's one of those things where it's such an innocent, like, lizard brain thing to, like, be mad about a uncontrollable thing in front of you, right?
Yes.
Like, no matter what it is, like, stop.
Yes.
So your brain, like, the synapses all didn't fire, like, you were already, like, not doing something that you, like, morally were probably comfortable
Right,
with, so,
yeah.
like, everything was all firing off on all wrong cylinders, right?
Yes.
So all you knew was what was happening in front of you
Just
needed to stop.
stop.
And
Right.
what
Like,
it
your
was,
problem will end right now.
and
if
what
you
it
stop.
was peeing.
It was peeing.
So you needed the peeing to be stopped.
Yes. Thank
And
you.
that
I will
was
immediately
so
say, I
fucking
like
funny.
telling that story for a reason. In the fact that, like, you can have been whatever kind of person you want and choose to be a better person every day. I also choose to be kind of a shitty person because I still find that story funny. But I will admit, the moment I kicked him in the legs, I realized if this was like Jake, and Jake was at my house, and I kicked his legs out and he peed on himself a little bit, I honestly wouldn't feel so bad. It was like, I knew I was doing this to get recognition. Like, I knew I was doing it because I wasn't popular and people hated me, and I needed that thing. And it was like, I remember that feeling the second I kicked him and he started to fall back, like how bad I felt in that
Yeah.
moment.
And you
And I was like, I
never-
never want to re-engage with that stimulus.
Yes.
Like, that's not the thing I want to be
yeah.
doing. But making everybody laugh, I did like doing that.
Yeah.
So
A core memory,
even me,
yeah.
like, that still made me laugh now. And so, again, you can do bad things, be a bad person, and choose to be a better person every day. That's one of the messages we try to preach in this
That's
show.
why it is
Yeah.
funny. It's because you are not, like,
You
I
are
would
not that
never,
person.
like, I think, you know what, even if, I don't know, probably you would one day, I don't know, if Jake's peeing outside.
Well, now I
during
have to. I mean,
intermission.
it's hilarious
Just
now.
who's to say Jake's not going to be outside peeing during intermission, and now Brandon runs up and, like, kicks his
And
knees
he's covered in
out
pee
front
when
of
we come back from
Yeah.
intermission.
It will
You
be
get me.
so funny, but I would never ever think that you would do that because you're such a
wouldn't.
sweet
I can't.
person and you're very kind
Can't
and
do
try to
it.
look out for people.
Yeah.
And you fucking love when someone fucks up like is mean to someone else because then you're like, yay, I get to, I'm gonna get you.
That's
like
not,
you just get
and
so
I'm big
excited.
enough. You have to
Yeah.
listen to me.
It's my favorite
fucker.
to tell when Brandon's been mean. It's my favorite to tell Brandon a story about someone being mean to someone else because I'm always like, he loved this.
Yeah, you like I have Marco Polo chains with her.
Yeah.
And she's like, guess what this motherfucker did?
Guys,
And I'm like,
guess
give
what
it to me.
someone said, yeah.
You give it to me.
So he really loves to like help the weak, and so it is funny that you did that, and that's how that hero story happened with you being a villain.
Again,
you had an opposite story. Instead of becoming the villain, you've become the hero.
That's true.
Because
You can,
of
yes,
the villain
you
moment.
Can, you can die the villain or live long enough to pee yourself
pee.
as the hero.
Whatever
Where
happened
you
to
may
that
not
guy?
trust.
I know his exact name.
Don't.
I'm not going to say it.
No.
I know his first and
So
last
please,
name.
God, don't.
I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of scared to look it up.
Oh my
Like,
god.
that's one of those things, like, everybody has, like, the worst day of their life. That very well could have been his. And, like, I honestly, it's like, maybe after tonight, I will fucking look this name up. Social media's a thing now. I'm a little afraid. Like, it's like, what if I was that day for that kid? And I, like, ruined, he was cool. He was a little math nerd like me. And, like,
One of your own kind?
Yeah, and he was like, his dad drove tanks in the war, and he was really proud of it.
You might
and,
be like the Steve Buscemi sniper with the lipstick.
Yes, and maybe we become friends, and he shoots
Crosses
the bad
your
guy
name.
instead of the good guy.
Yep.
Mhm.
Takes me off his list. This is
And we don't come
Weed&d
on
and therapy and me.
Ooh,
So yeah, that's the story, and I've told it. You know it. You now know me a little bit better, and I'm glad we've broached this subject. I think twice now. I think I may have mentioned that story, maybe not on camera, but I know I've talked about it with you guys.
Oh,
Because
definitely.
Brenda still remembers it.
You talked about it. I think like I was saying, I was trying to remember the prompt, but it was when we were digital, and you were
I was in a room alone by myself. It felt less weird.
You
to
just
tell
like
that story.
Zoom called us and then
Yeah.
like told us this story and then hung up. It was very weird. No, I can't remember what the prompt was. I feel like I like started something. Someone will find it in an episode.
Yeah.
But I remember you telling the story and we all were just like, what the-
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's again. I'm not proud of that story, but at the
Listen.
same time, it is like the life is full of like you are a creature of multitudes, and like that story to me is like so many different things at once, like so much shame and grief, but also like funny and like look at that. I was a stupid kid reacting to a violent world. Like it was like I was a piece of shit
Brandon,
anyway.
we now live in a world where people play those moments out on fucking camera.
Yeah,
now.
right. Yeah, and that
So
lives.
I
Someone
feel
would've filmed
like
that.
I feel like that's all. Like I remember there is video of me as like a 7-year-old at my seventh birthday party, and I was just being a little shit that fucking day. And that video makes me like. I think watching that video taught me how to be like, you need to fucking stop.
Yeah.
Like stop
you gotta see it.
peeing. Like
Yeah.
stop peeing.
Yeah.
That's that kind of thing. Yeah, so it's just I don't know. I think people live those moments out where they like test being shitty,
Yeah.
and like now it's like recorded.
That's the thing. It's like you don't know a good idea unless you have a bad one to judge it against, and so there's this like.
Thank God your
narrative,
bad
like-
idea was that, and not
Not-
we've covered on
yes,
true
and
crime
not, like,
stuff
murder.
murdering,
Not murder.
not murdering
murder.
the person.
Just
that
to
they
shout
live
out
with.
the chat here, Bad and Funyuns, definitely not a cold. The hands are here, guys.
Yeah,
the hands
been-
are up.
been
How long ago did that
Hands
message
up.
go? Do we have
Show your
timestamps
prove it,
on
show your
that?
hands.
I don't know. That could have been added.
Prove it. Are you a murderer? No.
It's like Funyuns, but the O is a 0, and we're like,
Whoa,
come on.
Wait. That says Adam Funyuns.
Ah.
That's the joke of the name.
So close.
That is the joke.
That is the joke.
No.
No.
Hands are up.
She's like drinking water. It couldn't be me.
Oh, God.
Oh man! All right, guys, we've shared a little. It's so good to see you guys. Honestly, when we don't do the show, I don't get to see you guys, and so it's like I genuinely like when you walk through the
Also
door. It's like one of my favorite.
friends. And we're
Exactly,
brothers.
we are
Yes.
friends and smoke buddies and
We're also
performers,
brothers.
And my brothers.
and we're brothers. I do have a couple pre-show announcements to pull up. If I was good at this, I would have it open already.
Prove it.
Instead of right now, where I'm kind of just talk over the fact that I'm opening it
I'm just
now.
gonna throw it on the table. If you're gonna kick me in the back of the knee while I'm peeing, I will pee in a cup for you, and you can just wait till I fall asleep before pee on me.
You know what, guys?
I
My-
thought you were
my
going to
knees
say you
can't take
splash
it.
Yeah,
him with
yeah,
your
that's fair.
pee.
So
I will challenge any men, women are welcome to try this as well. But this is a call to action is important on online media. So the call to action from WeeDnD to every man listening. Like I said, women can try too, but I don't know the logistics of this. So that would be maybe Brenna could run you through like how that would need to be adjusted. But as a guy, next time you're peeing outside, try to spin in a circle while you pee.
Yeah.
Try to do it. I am convinced you can't. I actually think the muscle control of having to move your legs and maintain your balance cuts off the backup muscles of peeing. And so
Easy.
it sounds easy. It
got it,
sounds
man.
easy. Honestly, I'm throwing
get
this.
down low.
Now, I have peed spinning slowly, yes. Like you
Anybody
can,
with a
with a little
vagina
bit of
can
like
do it.
slowness.
We got
But
it.
try giving yourself a
Like,
good
quick
spin
Hello.
and
Vagina
pee
power.
and maintain peeing while you do it. I don't think you can, but this is the Bud's chance to prove me wrong. That's not in the notes. I just threw that up because they say
Urethra
make a call to action and like and subscribe and click the bell and subscribe
Smash
and
that.
Remember
like
when you're
button.
peeing.
and check
Ben
out our
might be
page.
there.
Check out. That's right. Every time you're in a urinal now,
You're
I might be behind you.
Nice.
Sorry, I did not mean to yell it, but I really did. Thanks, Arj.
Good old Arj.
Oh,
Thank you,
Orange
Ricky.
baby. Mm.
You're a king.
All right, we do. Now it's funny. I was like, subscribe, like the bell, and check out our Patreon. The WeeDnD Patreon is the best way to support everything that we are doing in the Art Hard Studios, this beautiful building we reside in. We receive the highest percentage of what you guys donate, and we can put that directly into building this show bigger and better every single week. We have some really exciting stuff coming up with our friends over at the factory. We are whipping up some like crazy Unreal 5 stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give too much, but the developments on that are exciting, and I can't wait to show all you guys.
Oh, yeah.
We are going to be doing some really cool stuff. We're just trying to keep pushing the bar. So if you want to check us out, help storm this next mountain, head on over to patreon.com/WeeDnD, or you can type !Patreon in chat if you're with us on Twitch. I did want to shout out some of our supporters already. We have the patrons at the Voxo level. That's Director Dude Ben, Michael Bennett, and Jennifer McClanahan. That's my sister. Over here on the Glorb tier, we have Arj Nemesis, who just joined us in chat, Precarious, Moose, Bob Greatrix, Hunting the Boojum, Smilesies, who we saw you in there, Grim Wilder, also with us in chat. Thank you guys at the Boxo tier. And then at the Bud tier, Grim Wilder, Doorknob Studios, Luke O'Hearn, Tyler Collinsworth, and the legend of Stacia. Shout out to our raiders who brought their people our way. Perception Studio came through with a fat one for us last couple weeks ago. We appreciate you guys. Obviously, we always keep the raid train running after this show. And it's huge thanks to everybody who just brings our audience here. We do always try to give them something worth watching. And shout out to the gift subs, sharing the Bud Love and giving people access to those sweet emotes in our Twitch chat. Director Dude dropping 10 gift subs. We have merch now. Head on over to arthardstudios.square.site or type !merch if you're with us on Twitch. And we have some shirts, some art, some coffee cups, and a lot of the incredible work of Vlad Kolonik, our resident artists for the show. And always, thanks to Sirenscape for the amazing atmosphere. Make sure you check them out at Sirenscape.com because epic games need epic sound.
I like the that you do at the end.
I like getting a little timbre
Yeah,
in there.
it's
It's
good.
like the
It's
set the mood, the old set the mood. It's a little different now that we like clip because it's
Yeah.
like I used to be able to like just wrap my mouth around the mic. And
yeah.
like,
Oh,
start
right.
doing it.
Like
Yeah.
put both
But now
hands
I'm like, I
around
don't want to
his-
mess it up. Like Steph does such a wonderful job. Shout out to studio manager
Bruh.
Stephanie McHugh, who also happens to be the love of my life. And so we are. That's the announcement, guys. I did want to ask before we jump into the game. How are you guys? I was rushing to get ready to the show. Is everybody? How have the last 2 weeks treated you?
Jake and Nicole and I have known each other for 10 years now.
10 years. Was that bloody?
That's
Yeah.
where we met.
Yeah.
That's where we met Gus, or where I met Gus.
Thank God.
And
And
you
Gus!
guys, so.
I saw Jake and I was
Oh,
like,
wait,
that guy's
yeah.
too good looking.
Yeah,
I hope he moves.
Get him out of here.
I hope he moves.
But light is up to 10 years.
Light us up to 10 years.
10 years.
10 years.
Woo!
A decade.
Touch my tan.
Yes.
That's like a third of the. No wait, we.
I met you the next year, so
A third 0.33 of
it was a
that.
busy decade.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did a math I would never even dream to do.
a math.
It's
like
a nice
that
show to
about
reflect
you.
on,
How you're
though.
doing that.
I love doing that show with y'all. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
Extremely good.
If the buds can imagine, Brenna, Nicole, me, and Gus.
Yes,
like
in a
good time.
show.
That was a
Just.
good time.
Producers, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Time?
Yeah.
I was thinking Nicole was my flower when I did Little Prince. And yeah, it's funny how interweaved our. We've all done a ton of production.
We did
and
the
stuff.
Crucible together.
We did the Crucible
There's a
together.
pretty epic picture of
I
us.
turned it into that happy birthday meme because it's like me shouting at you, and so I'm like, "Happy birthday!" and she's holding a cupcake and crying.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Good. That's a good one.
Oh,
It's so
yeah.
funny. I love it very much.
Yeah, man. What are you
That's
boys?
good.
Well, I'm getting over a gout flare up in my left hand. I got it on my middle.
Gout.
middle knuckle.
Gout.
Yeah, get out of here.
Get 'em outta here.
Get out.
I dropped my father off at the airport at 3:30 this morning.
There's in the morning.
Yeah, so I've been up since then.
Yeah.
Feel
I
great.
think I was up then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was. I think I've mentioned it
I
before.
was.
I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3 like a motherfucker,
Yeah!
bro. Like a motherfucker. It is so good.
But yeah, other than that, good, I guess.
Yeah.
I got my bathroom back after 2 months.
Hey!
So, yeah, it's all remade.
So you're gonna be
and
standing up peeing in there anytime soon?
Oh. Oh no!
Look out
Watch
for
out!
Doing
Get-
circles.
Watch
Look out
out!
for-
Watch out!
Doing circles.
No
Doing.
trust. Do circle.
I'm
Yeah.
proud of us.
Well, my pants are still going to be around my ankles, like a gentleman.
That's good.
Oh, is it a gentleman thing? Now I feel worse. All right, guys.
I have one thing
Yes.
to share. So my nephew is getting deployed soon.
Oh, no.
And we all gifted him things, and he's a big D&D player.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I gifted him 3 new sets of dice. My mom's gifting him some dice, and
Yeah.
my older brother, his father, is building him set pieces for his game that he's playing with people that he's with.
I love that.
So they're all bringing it up to him on
Yeah.
Friday. Yeah,
I love that.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna think about something. Maybe we can send him a little WeeD&D something.
Aw, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. I love
I
that.
was like,
Not that.
We'll keep it from going for sure. They're like, you can't bring this with you. This is a 6-foot bomb.
Yep.
Wait, what?
Not
No,
bad.
it's just a statue.
No, it's Beelzebub.
It's Beelzebub.
He has a name.
I was like, but I think we all thought the same thing. Like, weed. No.
No, yeah, I can't get away. What else we got? You like figurines? Got some more figurines. There it
Do you
is.
want a skull that's been in this dude's wig for a minute?
How does the word jib make you react?
You want some jib?
Of course, you want some jib?
Send him some jib.
Send him a little bit of jib.
Guys, I didn't even
Jib.
open my D&D
Jib.
Beyond. I am like slacker DM of the century right now.
It's been a
You know
minute.
what? You're
It's all
real
good.
cute though.
Get out of here. I do love this shirt. I got this shirt at an underground clothing store in Seattle, and it was the first time I ever bought like a piece of clothing from a place I thought was cool.
Oh my god! I just remembered I watched a video that there is a dragon the dragon prop still exists under the bridge at the Excalibur.
Okay, so 2 of those dragons are in front of my boss's house. Like legit,
Well,
he has 2 of them, but there
yes.
is like there's the main set piece, like the one that used to come out of the clock and
Yes!
stuff. Yeah, bro.
wait, Phil?
What?
Phil?
No, the
Phil's
dragon.
house?
No, Antonio.
Oh,
The other one.
Yeah,
fire.
yeah, fire.
Fire guy.
Yeah, there's a video that I was watching that I think I can't remember if I
Your
linked it to the
direct boss,
Discord. Follow, go on our Discord.
Check
guys.
out Discord.
Yeah.
The
I'll
WeeD&D
let that- I'll
hub.
remember.
Type
I'll
exclamation point Discord in chat.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Excalibur, I just celebrated 6 years with Tournament of Kings.
60
Yeah,
years!
that's
6
a
is
long
Mordred.
time.
I've been playing King Arthur for a few months now. So.
Yay!
Killing it
Congratulations.
as the king. More like it.
Get out of here.
Yeah, for a long time people couldn't go under there, but then they drained the thing, and some guy went under there, and they got full footage of the dragon in there. It looks like a nightmare creature, and
No, there isn't.
I imagine that guy though. He's just rooting around.
yeah, he
A
said
dragon!
he's like in the video. He's like, don't try it. He's like, don't do this because like security, like he was in illegal. He got legal bullshit like immediately.
It's funny he's
so, yeah,
afraid
so
of
don't do it.
of the security, not the dragon.
Yeah,
I'm a
well,
different
because
kind of guy.
security's the
Times
one
we
that's
live in.
gonna fuck your life up and be like, well, fines, and you're arrested.
I was gonna say, jumping in that water is brave enough
was-
already.
it
I'm
was
like,
empty. though.
Empty.
Yeah. So that's why he was able to get in there.
Still, that means that just the
Yeah.
water's out of it.
That-
Everything
okay,
that was
so
in there is
there was
now
nothing
there.
healthy in there. It was
That's a
just
layer
the
of scum.
bacteria.
Just whatever
Just
the shit
Great.
stuff is. Yeah, just
All right.
breathing that up. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I have to hold
Oh,
us on the
my
rails a
mom's
little
so
bit
weird.
because we're almost like half an hour into our show.
Whoops.
It's just like I said, we haven't seen each other. We were gone for a couple
Oh,
weeks.
man.
I'm very happy we talked about everything we did, but we should probably get to the week.
Wish.
So brave.
I think that's
Why
why.
are you?
Maybe we'll see. What's up, Sloaney? I see Big Sloan in the house. Art snuck in. Let's see. I'm rolling up, and again, I can't read super well. I think Legend of Stacia popped in.
Yeah.
Thanks for them babies, girl. We love you. Thank you, buds. You guys are killing us. I will open this. Oh, not gas starts spraying in from the wall.
That's what the green is.
But no, we have gone back and forth on how active we wanted chat to be in our experience. I think it's important we focus on the story and not necessarily the outside events. However, you guys bring so much to the experience of the show, and I think it is fun. So I just wanted you to know you are up with us most of the time. I even have a little tab for you on my browser here, and then we have you up on our studio monitor as well. So I just want to say you guys are hilarious. Like when I rewatch the show, I find myself because I don't get to engage with chat the way I would like to, so I get to actually watch it all unfold. And you guys are fantastic. I
Every once in a while, I'll take a peek up there and I'll see something awesome, and I'm like,
it just kills. Yeah.
like stay engaged in the story, Joe.
Yeah.
Stop looking at that.
That's it. Yeah, because too many of those, and I'll be like, we have to shut it down, guys, the story.
We don't want to shut it down.
Good job, Buds.
Good job, Buds.
You're like the sixth person at the table.
That's it. You're our sixth, you are our sixth.
You're like our sixth player.
I was gonna say man, but then I was looking for like a weed pun on man. And I didn't have one. I'm usually good at puns really fast. And I didn't.
Carl.
All right, guys, I guess we'll call it.
The guy who watched the card.
I lost.
And that
No freaking DM is not hot on puns. All right, guys, we do have us a little ritual we like to do around here. Maybe you heard about it. Maybe you haven't. We like to take a lighter, like this Weed&d one that Jake had made up for us, and I fucking love, and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Make sure you're not going to light any of your friends, family, or that kid whose knees I kicked out at the urinal in middle school on fire, and go. Lighters up.
Lighters up.
Guys, it is with great joy, I say. Let's play some fucking D&D. Ow!
Wow.
Dun, 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 dun.
WeeDnD, high fantasy, literally for you and me. So load up bowl and make a roll to take control. WeeDnD.
Wow.
Ooh. Another wow. I think they've got you guys have the wow dialed in now. Like it's like just after the song. Is that Grim? Who did that? I can't see. Evolving shit. No, that was 34 months. Look at that, 34 months of sub from oh, it was Mudge. Yeah, you guys got that dialed in. Shout out, 34 months, bro. We almost have a 3-year-old little weed baby together. He loves Glorp. Yes! Yeah, I think Glorp was like when we locked him in for good. All right, dudes. I said I wasn't gonna, and then I did, and here we are again. If you will please, I'm gonna stop. Boom. If you will please allow me to set the mood. When last we left the Helping Committee, or THC, they shared some spider wine with the Devil Duke Kyrox, who they welcomed to the ranks of the Helping Committee. Using his Book of Charming, he made them fast friends, helping those in need or else. His help came in the form of gifts. He first agreed to transport them to the prison cell of the Queen of Sorrow, Styxx Agalthore, and then asked for an audience with each of them. To Pickles, he gave the gift of history, confirming that the Nade family Pickles had long served was indeed originally from Cordeaux, and filled in some of the blanks in the Cuddleforged memories. To Shaymira, he gave the gift of insight, that the shifting council plans to wrestle the control of magic from the unchanging, that they traded the body of the king for the body of the Bloodhound to further this cause. To Ismark Ivrecular the Inquisitor, he gave the gift of purpose, a trail to follow by which he may lay claim to the Raven Scepter, filling the void left by his father, the unresting king, Arathanis Agalthore. To Lucian Lamore, the gift of rebirth for what remains of his fallen order, a device which, now dormant, can be used to reverse the Necrocore's transformation of the Order of the Ghost Slayers. Though the price was high to receive it, having to barter the soul of the Ghost Slayer Castidian Castedran to receive it. With gifts given and prices paid, Duke Corvax made off for his newest source of interest, the God Seed that rests near the great monastery at the center of Ganjaria. THC gathered around the teleportation mirror that would carry them to 2 locations and jumped into the portal, guided by their thoughts. All right, guys, let's jump back in.
Every time.
You guys see the shimmering portal of magic, translucent and floating all around you as you feel your minds so regularly linked now through the magic of Shaymira that it feels almost like you're starting to have a collective mind. And so in this moment, as the magic which draws from your memories to focus the magic as you jump through this mirror, you see yourself somewhat wandering through the minds of your allies, companions linked so strongly with this mental link gifted by your what is your class? I forget. Not Blade Singer.
I am the
Soul Knight. There we go. Through the
with
connection of the Soul
my
Knight.
sonic thing.
So briefly, we kind of see these flashes as you kind of dance through each other's memories as the magic is somewhat locking in. All of you, smartly, focusing on the face of Styxx Agalthore, the memories that you had of her at the ballroom, Pickles, your connection with her, Enra kind of seeing the leader of this people sitting there sullen, broke, and clearly affected by mind magics, learning later a hag was preying on her. Lucian, sitting there thinking about her face across the ballroom, and Mark, catching that strange moment where you thought her gaze was lingering on you for a little too long, given proof by the devil that was indeed the case. But as you all kind of focus on that, the lingering memories that sit at the forefront of your mind are somewhat drawn into the visual picture in front of you. Shamira, for a brief second, you almost cast through the thousands of deaths that you experienced, remembering the call for your people, a people who right now are either poised to do very terrible things or be destroyed, it seems. Those are the two options that were given to you, but you seem to think there is another way. And so as, you guys all kind of see this gathered group, you start seeing the outlines of the subterranean city you've heard rumored that the shifting ones have underground, where the changelings ran after the war with the Bloodhound. You see, this conversation with her and another halfling, or changeling who looked like her for a moment. And, you catch glimpses of that moment with Vim, where he was telling you about how their strange magic rituals, the streets are somewhat flooded with darkness. Above that, you kind of realize the proximity and location as you're kind of pulled through the minds to Lucian Lamore, gazing out on the battlefield around, as you go up from the subterranean city, directly above it, the central city of Saleh, the pearl of the Kush kingdoms that these three families fight for all the time, where the master Nug, Kushara, rests. And we know Kushara is becoming ill. And so, as with your combinations through Mashup Mouth, you notice the war, the Oblivion and those of Poolpay fighting side by side against the House of the Stag, who tried a military coup of the kingdom. But you see this just turmoil and conflict all around. All, the three cities, Cordeaux, the iron gates set high, kind of trapping themselves off and away, even though it is their void that has led to this kind of anger and destruction. The war, the magical energies pooling beneath the ground, the battle occurring around the central city in between Lumal, where Garaneth Hildebrand is firing ballistas at his own walls and seems to be going mad. You see this turmoil and chaos, and you just kind of continue pulling up, and it's almost as if looking down on a map. And you see the surrounding woods that surround all the unresting willows, the home of the unresting armies. You see it kind of looming full of life. Almost the same in number as how many people populate the Kush kingdoms. Not really realizing how big this force was. You've really only ever seen, the battle in Cordeaux, where it was 500 guys. That was about the most you've ever seen together. But this is everything that has died here, nearby, or in these woods since this turmoil began has risen once more. And you see as there's this strange light of these blue dots of their eyes and their spiritual essence kind of floating around. And you see these solid red dots burning, blazing, the massive unseathing, this plague unleashed by someone, we believe Agatha, on the king. And you see them just running around decimating populations of these blue eyes. But you also see they seem to be closing in on the capital. So as the unresting willows, these red dots are all seemingly coming toward the cities, stopping along the way to destroy unresting. You see a large army gathered around a great camp, the camp that you had asked for admittance to with King Agalthore. It does seem they are indeed braced for war. You pull out a little bit more, and suddenly you're looking at the frail, soft face of a pale, young woman. Maybe in her late 20s, early 30s. I'm sure she has an actual age. You have to ask her. And but you see she sits, her face so rested in pain, agony, that it's almost lifeless. And she sits behind iron gates, somewhat rusted, kind of a rough stone-hewn prison cell that she rests in. It's almost as if she's doing the opposite of praying. She has her hands as far away as she can from each other, and she's just staring around the room, blank. You all start populating in the details you remember, the squint in her eye when she looked at you, Mark, and suddenly you see it outlined through the magic. Lucian, looking across at her, noticing her bearing over those around her. You see her shoulders somewhat fill out. Shamira looking across the way and seeing one of these great human leaders. You notice the strength in her arms. And so as you look, her arms become more defined as she sits there just staring off. And then it looks like she looks directly at you, as if this weave of magic between you and her is somewhat visible to her, and she looks. The portal opens, you all drop.
Superhero landing.
Oh, every time.
But Lucian's all. You see, you look around, kind of shaking off the travels of this magical journey. You look back, no mirror is there or anything. You know, remember the idea was to speak the magic word, but the mirror did not transport with you. You see Styxx looking around, just seeing you. There's this appearance, a cuddle-forged monk. Are you still Enra or are you Shamira?
I'm Enra right
Okay,
now.
so you, the angel wings of the Aasimar. You see the rugged the well war-trained, dexterous fighter Lucian Lamore. Captive of
I'm tired.
the affairs of the Leos Broussard. And Ismark Irregular, 2 skeletons on his shoulders, and played it out like a necromancer. You see, she sits there. Her royal trappings have all been stripped from her, but she still is wearing it's nice material. It's like a purple robe that goes down with black accents, and you see there's the many faces of the strong animals, the dragon across her wrist, the lion resting on her chest, and many ravens. Lots of little feathers, and you see that's where she is stopped, is looking at the feathers on your wings. But even though this magical thing has happened, she doesn't seem to be phased by it. She just kind of looks down somewhat listlessly at you. Your feathers are beautiful.
Thank you. I like the raven feathers that you have.
Do you know why they chose the raven?
I don't.
The raven does not have sharp claws. Does not have teeth. Is not the fastest. But it has wisdom. Wise people are meant to rule. And I have been foolish. The raven is wise. She looks at you, Mark. Wouldn't you agree?
I'm so sorry. We just have a constituent where. Do you still want to lead this, or can I take this one?
Go
right.
crazy, my friend. Yeah,
All right, thank you.
it's go nuts. Yeah,
She looks down at Pickles again.
Yeah,
she's
I just kind of poke my head up and go, oh, bonjour.
You see, it's like if a statue comes to life. A listless face that has not felt emotion in some time. You can almost hear the crack of the skin near the edge of her mouth. She somewhat smiles at the sight.
Yeah, we are friendly.
Hello again.
I'm sorry to see you in a place like this, but I am happy to see a familiar face.
It is good to see you as well, although I perish the thought of why you may have came.
We're here to get you out of here. I'm sorry that wisdom... I wouldn't blame wisdom for your fate right now. It's hubris from others. But our intention, as the helping committee, is to help get you out of here.
You know, Mark, the last time you saw me, I was in a prison too. And didn't have the same bars, but I was useless then, and I am useless now. Sitting in this room.
That. This is unfortunate now, but why did you feel like you were in a prison before?
We all know the kingdom should have been mine. I'm the eldest. But Davos was a man. Cordeaux is caught in its history.
Of course, and the old Bride of Sorrow business.
Do you know who started that?
Give me 3 guesses.
I think you'll need 2. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Here we've got Ismark Irregular the Inquisitor.
Who's the slanderer? Davos. Our brother.
You see, as you say that, she somewhat notices the ring that sits on your finger.
Funny he projects upon to you that you're a changeling when he's half changeling-like. Why?
Also, nothing wrong with being a changeling.
Oh, yeah,
Just-
pretty
just,
good,
actually,
No, there
just to put
isn't.
that out there.
He's really...
Yeah,
I'm kind of jealous.
It's kind of an antiquated way of thinking.
How you say that.
Weh.
I do find it interesting with your kingdom that is so obsessed with their ravens that are so wise. There seems to be a lot more fools. And ravens aren't as wise as they are presented to be. I mean, even ravens fall into traps.
She looks around. You speak the truth? So the rumors of my mother were true. She was a sweet woman, but my birth was hard on her. She was very ill. Every memory I have, she was in bed, swaddled in wraps and gauze.
Quest keeps rating.
What?
Yeah!
Oh, we got Questkey. Play. Tap down. We're dealing with some trauma. How about that, guys? Good to see you. Good to see you. Remember,
Oh, yeah.
talk with people about your trauma.
Welcome to the Thunder.
Thank you for coming in, guys. We love you. We will be
Welcome
rating
to
out as well. So thank you so much.
WeeDnD.
So you see she's, sitting there thinking about this woman. And then in the spring, she seemed fine. She wasn't loving anymore. She didn't care about me, but she was healthy again. And then, of course, we all heard the rumors that you would be the brother. I do see it. In your strong chin. See a little blush comes to her cheeks. What do you propose? I cannot say I will be an asset to you, but I'm sad at the way things are right now.
You can say that you won't be an asset, but we do have one question.
Of course.
You got any dealings with a hag?
Oh, yes. I believe you saw one of her minions chase them from my window. I saw signs of your presence. A trap triggered but not set. That's when I started thinking. Agatha promises people in this town whatever they want. I wanted a young boy. She brought me one. It was not of my own. A trick. I cursed her, she plagued my dreams, and the rest you've seen.
It explains why you reacted the way you did when we spoke of nightmares at the party.
I have often heard that hags give you nightmares. I feel in my case they simply joined them. I've always had bad dreams. That is why I had a coat forged.
You did.
I did.
I do not think we talked about that.
I simply mentioned I was familiar, but not how. The Lord of Lost Time is an old acquaintance of mine.
We have been on a bit of a personal mission, so to speak, to find him. And now subsequently help him.
I would be eager to help him. His cause is pure. His methods questionable from time to time.
Yeah, aren't all of ours.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. So what would you have me do? We have to get out of here. Looking at you all, I don't imagine that would be too much trouble. Most of the guard now rest at the castle. Davos will declare himself the holder of the Raven Scepter and attempt to wrestle control of the kingdoms back from the houses of the Stag and the Octopus.
Now, there's
Yeah,
something...
but we got this ring.
There's a ring now, but there's something else that I want to just make... I want to make something clear to you also. None of that will matter if we do not stop hags.
Yeah.
So, if there is any way that we can get out of here and we can stop whatever the influence is that she has on hags, hags are kind of poisoning everything, including like your grounds and everything. So the idea of a scepter and ruling a kingdom will probably mean nothing, because there is a not only is a blight coming this way, but there's some red
level.
guys, these red dudes, the sassy boys, whatever they're called, the
devil.
the assassinating. The sassy boys are on their way.
The seething.
The photographic memory jumps in.
The sassy boys are on their way, and they are going to just tear all of us.
There's some bad motherfuckers.
So I am all for whatever plan will get us to whatever happens, but if we could also take care of hags in the process of all of this,
like in general.
so we could just. You guys will have a kingdom to fight for, like you can have all these arguments and then whatever, and then
If it's still right.
Yeah, but we have to. It still has to be.
There has to be a kingdom for someone
For a
to
king.
rule.
So
Yes.
whatever.
Otherwise,
we
it's
need-
just dumb.
So
Right.
we're
Otherwise,
going-
you just look foolish.
Yes, we're gonna get out. We're gonna,
You're just an
guys,
asshole
we're
sitting
gonna
in
get
a
out of
chair.
this place. We're gonna do that. But Styxx, I want to say this to you because you need to hear this. There is strength in your sadness, because the sadness comes from a place of caring, and you will find your right place here, and we're gonna help you do that. You do not belong in this cage. You deserve to fly. And I pull out my kit to break open a lock, and I'm like, and shall we?
Yes.
Got like the mental pins and needles.
Yeah, hey,
No,
you
you
should,
don't though. Like, you don't.
Psychic
Like,
lockpick.
yeah, and Rob, show her flying
Yeah.
right now.
No, my thing.
Show her.
Oh yeah, show me how you please fly. That would cheer me up significantly.
you know
To
what?
see you fly right now, I would.
Just fly at the side of that
Great.
wall.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this, and I do I do a flip to land on the ceiling, and I'm like, yeah.
Give me an acrobatics check.
Okay.
1d20
Oh shit! There it is.
plus your acrobatics. You're right.
Oh,
You'd probably be good.
gosh.
Uh-oh.
It's gotta be bad. It's gotta be the baddest. It's gotta
Like getting
be
your
right.
knees kicked out where you're peeing.
One.
Oh yes!
Shit!
Kaboom,
Correct.
baby.
Oh, lighters up, everybody.
Catch a break,
Touch
man.
that shame.
She tries. She
All
tries
right.
to help a guy. Doesn't do it right.
Yeah,
Trying to
so
show
far,
this
all
chick.
you're like really trying to help people, and it's just
not
like,
working.
Or else, right? That's the other side. Okay, so you're gonna take. Here we go. Have 3. So you take 2 damage. You're gonna take 2, but here's what happens.
It's fine.
And again, you've been traveling in Shamir's body a little more. You're not as used to the weights and restrictions of Shamir and her form.
Yep.
And you kind of look at her and she's like, yes, flying would it would cheer me right up. Like the city would
For
be
sure.
saved. Everything that's bad would be good in the world. We'd all join hands.
Oh, I'm crying.
As long as you can fly right now for me now, right now. And you're like, wings back. You've got your mental pins and needles out, right? You're like sitting there. You've got these little pink lock picks that are like going into the door locks. And you're sitting there and you look. You kind of throw your hair back a little bit and look over your shoulder. Your wings wrap around you. You
never
jump
good.
up, backflip, and your shoes stick in the ceiling. And then you fall out of the shoes.
Oh,
So the shoes are now on the roof. You fall from the 10-foot roof.
Can we each use a mage hand?
Yeah. Each of us will use a
You gotta,
mage.
Oh,
you
God.
gotta tickle the spine so that it releases its legs.
That's it. Yeah, you see 2 magical hands just like pulling on these sticky shoes
Yeah.
on the roof, and you take 2 points of shame damage.
Shame
Oh,
damage.
In case you have any resistance.
Shame
to
and
it.
damage. But you know what? I get up and I shake it off and
You
I
hear the
go.
tinkle of the mind tools. Ting, ting, ting. Shoot. Yeah, go ahead.
Even the most majestic things fall, Styxx, but we always get back up. I try to go
I was
back.
like, fall Styxx. Oh, Styxx is her name. I was like, okay, they fall like Styxx? I couldn't. All right, give me a performance check, Nicole. That's a D20.
Are you gonna dust yourself off with your wings?
Oh,
jeez, Louise.
You're trying to pull it off, but you're like somewhat slipping on your feet a little bit. It's like you're trying to pull off this moment. Just because you botched it doesn't mean you can't stick that landing. But in this case, it does. And yeah, you see she's kind of looking at you, and she's like, yes, nice wings again, though, and just kind of turns and looks at Mark.
I'm crying.
That's why you use dice, everybody. That's why.
Wow.
All right, so yes, you see that after this awkward moment, you were like, I think we were cheering her up until that thing with Enra, and now it's like there's like a weirdness in the room. like someone farted,
my
but no one
God.
knows who. And it's like,
What was the doorkeeper's name?
Yeah, are you the one?
Oh
wait.
my god, I'm why
Alabaster.
we hit him because I
Alabaster. Pop
said,
back and
guys,
be
let's
like,
kick in the door.
yeah.
I'm why he's hurt. I tried to help him and I made it worse.
You look over,
I'm
you don't
why
realize.
our friend is dead.
Yeah.
Like, guys.
Yeah, you see like the shadowed arm of an old man wrapped
I love it.
horribly. Like, he's like, and I've been in jail with her.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Nicole, every time you try to do something nice, it backfires. It is incredible. Like, you'll crit on your damage rolls and stuff, but like, you've done some really genuine things. And I just want to say, like, as a human being, I appreciate them. But as a fan of comedy, the fact that they always blow up in your face it's just the best.
You know what? Shamira's gonna keep doing it, guys. She's not giving up. Oh.
All right, so now I'm going to need a sleight of hand check for this lockpick.
Oh.
It is a DC 15. It's not the best lock, but it is pretty good. The palatial.
If she's trying a shackle, can I try the other?
Yeah, you want to give her help action so she gets advantage?
Yes.
Wait, what is it though?
So you
Sleight
have to
of
roll
hand.
2d20 and take the
I
highest
rolled
one.
2. Okay,
yeah.
Great.
And then you add your sleight of hand, which is one of yours.
Oh, this was not this.
That was
not.
When it
was
hits
a
the other
five.
one, you're like,
It
don't
hit the
count.
first
First
one, I
one,
was like,
the
no,
first
it was
one
a five.
started low, like.
Okay, and then you said sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand.
Okay, so, what is it? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Ooh.
Just under.
And that's with the higher of those two?
That's with the higher.
Okay,
yeah.
2. So you're kind of like trying the lock mechanism, and again, you're like trying to pull it off. You're like, okay, I'll just do the
Just
cool
do
thing.
this, guys.
And then you hear like the needle breaks, and you're like, fuck, but you're like thrown off a little bit. They're like zipping in and out of reality. But yeah, unfortunately, the lock is again, it's firm enough to stand up.
Hey, I'm not. Can I try? Damn it!
Go ahead,
I was
Pickles.
rolling for.
Go
I was
ahead.
rolling fast.
You gotta say what you're rolling for.
I was rolling to try and also go for the lock.
Okay.
I literally was gonna say, can I like?
I don't think you have a lockpick tool, but
I
if you will
don't.
agree with me that Pickles would have addressed that situation how Pickles may have, you
I
can
just
roll a
punch
20.
the door open?
Yes,
Okay, 'cause, like,
absolutely.
I
if you
rolled
want a
a
nat
nat
20 on the
20.
door. So
So she's like this. I literally was gonna say like, can I just like help and like do it? And I literally this little
Oh my
this little
God.
D20 hasn't been doing it for
The
me
little
recently,
guy.
so this is
Yeah,
nice. Yeah, it's the pickles one. So yeah, I just want to come up and like like punch the.
that's a crit hit,
That's a
guys.
crit hit? Okay, I was like, so is that all right?
You've had both sides of those tonight on this side of the table so far. Yeah,
That
she
was
got
a crit
20.
hit. Yeah, she rolled a 20.
It's just a little one though, so
It's a little
we
guy.
didn't make a big deal because
We're
it's a
gonna
little
make a
guy.
big deal out of it. But no, yes,
They're
again,
all big deals.
as long as we can agree that Pickles handles it in a Pickles way.
Yeah.
You see you like toss the cigarette in the air, punch it, and then catch the cigarette again.
Yeah.
The door does clang open. You see Styxx kind of like looks over surprised, and she's like, I hope you're prepared to deal with guards. You start hearing the march of some of the soldiers. Remember the kind of a dueling culture. These guys are pretty experienced as far as the guards of the Cordeaux kingdom. But they are fast approaching the door that is about 20 feet away from you. You guys are in cells. There's 4 other cells around you. What do you want to do?
Is anyone else in those?
Here, I'll give it to you. I'll draw it out to you.
Oh, great.
Shit.
Oh.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Again, that doesn't mean it's a fight.
We're getting it
It doesn't mean.
drawn.
So yeah, we're gonna just do. It'll be. That's the great marker.
That's
Oh,
not
no.
a good marker.
Hey,
That's my
Um,
marker rolled a 1.
While you're doing this, so Pickles has kicked open that door, punched the door open, and Enra Shamira just kind of gets up and like touches her head. She's like, "It was the fall. It just
It's okay. It's alright.
it's fine.
it's all right.
Are all the markers
Pickles
We're
just
here?
pickled the
This is my life
door.
right now, though.
Pickled the door.
There we go.
There we go.
Like
Okay.
Pickles does.
Just
Look at these
pickled,
squares.
pickled.
That's the
Has
door.
a bad day. You
Little
take the
rectangle
one
squares.
down,
Every time.
you're passing it around,
you
and
see,
you're
this is the
going
one
to
that Styxx is
town,
in
and
here.
your head's a
Again, you're all
bad
kind of crammed in. This is actually I have to. This is bad DMing, so I'm just gonna make up for it. Styxx is in like the special prisoner room. It comes back and has
Oh,
room
the
enough.
suite.
Room
She's-
enough for you guys.
Yeah,
She's in
Very
the,
important
She's in the prison suite. The prison suite. She gets an ivory chamber.
You
pot.
have titanium chains.
Only because this is the reality of the physical space. So
All of us just
you guys, yeah, exactly. You're all like kind of crammed in. There's like a zombie. Do you have a zombie with you right now?
No,
I
they're
have
with
no
the
undead right
horses.
now.
No undead right now. They're with the horses,
horses.
scaring the hell out of them. Yes.
And the other one's back at
They're
Zeke's
holding
house.
the horses together
We're just
at
gonna
this
call her the
point.
queen.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and there we go. So you guys are set in there. There is a door. Like I said, well, I said something different at the time,
The
but
coup.
now it's 25
We're
feet
getting
away.
raided.
Oh, we get another raid! Ow, 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 ow! Vancouver by 9. Oh shit, we love you guys. Who brought the raid in? Was it
Wait,
Vancouver?
Quest key.
Oh, Quest Key. That was from earlier, man. My dude,
Wait.
Vancouver by Night. Be sure to follow them if you're not. And as well as
Raider
Quest Key for bringing their
from,
people.
sorry.
Oh, get in frame.
I just saw Ray.
For being
I got
here.
excited.
We are in a prison situation right here. You see the
Prison break.
shattered. This is actually going to be difficult terrain here. The shattered door remnants from Pickles just exploding it with her key. So you get half your movement through those squares. If that is how it goes.
Oh,
But there are double doors across the way here, and it does seem like there are people coming. What do you guys do?
Did I get my shoes back?
Yes, they
Okay,
mage
great,
handed
great,
you your
great.
shoes back.
Just to make sure.
Nice.
The shame remains.
Mage hand
The
goes.
shame remains, but
The
the
shame
shoes are
remains.
back.
Shame Mira.
Shame.
Oh,
Thanks, everybody. That's WeeDnD.
Oh man.
All right, so yeah, you guys, it's going down. So what do you guys want to do? You hear that it does sound like there's at least two to, there's a small group of guards apparently coming toward this doorway. What do you do?
Is Styxx still in the cell with us?
Yeah, she's just sitting there she's just like watching everything unfold. Like even remember, like you were like, hey, by the way, the world's gonna end, and she was just kind of like, yeah, every day of my life has been a nightmare. And so she's just like,
that tracks. Yeah.
you're cute. I like little cuddle forge. That's cool. I kind of have a little crush on this guy. Like
My
whatever.
queen. My queen.
Yeah. You have
Jake,
a
you
crush
can't
on this
flirt
guy?
with me.
Oh
Because
no.
I'll give you whatever you want, bro. I'll be like, gain a level. She holds her hand
We
up.
must keep
Aren't you
the
siblings?
queen
They are
safe.
half siblings.
And then I turn her invisible as I put the ring on.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Gave you a ring, guys.
Guys.
Oh my god. Go inside.
Wow.
That is cool. Okay.
Daddy burger?
Not the
Great.
signet one, but
Yeah,
still,
not
it's
the
still-
not the one that is important.
That one's gonna rot her hand away. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, you see
Devastating.
almost as like you infuse the spectral magic of
Can you
invisibility.
cheer up now?
And the
Just
ring
got
wraps it around.
jailbroke
I'll give that to you
and
so
a
you don't
ring.
lose the ring. Oh, no, I'm keeping it.
pretty
You have a better
I want
day
it
now?
for- I want it for role play.
Because I'm like, you know what, Enra, I love you, but no, and I just changed back into Shamira. It's like,
You guys are like, great, because the wings are just like,
I
that's
know,
what's
I'm
so
like,
funny
it's
about the
like-
size of this
yeah.
room. You were like, I'll do it.
Yeah.
my non-functioning, annoying wings. But I'm just Shamira.
They
now.
open though.
Yeah,
Can
they
we
do.
all-
They
That
do.
came in handy once.
They do.
Should we all just hold each other and then alize our way to the next location? I didn't want to say the real word and have it happen. So.
What were you thinking about? No!
Yeah. Guys, we didn't really.
You do have a second use, if the devil is to
we
be
have
believed.
another alize.
The plan was
I
to,
have
to
it.
go where we think we're sending the carriage, right? That was what we decided.
We were thinking it would be the throne room at the castle.
Is that what we're all gonna
Um,
think about?
I
Oh
think
yeah, that way
You
we
made a good observation. He's probably not fighting. He's more
Or
than likely.
should we think about that really nice bathroom that we were in first, so we can sneak in?
That's just a few stories up, unfortunately.
Oh,
So it wouldn't
From
be near
here?
Davos if we're trying to
But
get
he
towards
was in
Davos.
So yeah, you guys were in the manor when all of that happened.
That's
You have
right.
not
He's
been
in the
there.
castle
All right,
He's
now.
actually
Alright.
in the castle proper.
Yeah,
got
yeah.
it.
So
Got
we'll
it.
be finding out new bathrooms if we go there.
Ooh, new bathroom. New
Do we want to all go to a new bathroom?
You see a
only-
sandwich comes in like,
I
yeah,
definitely
that
don't
is
want to go to
good.
that last one I was at.
No, we won't go there.
let's
But
go
no,
back to that one.
we can go. Whatever. My thought is though, just let's not think about the like big hall. Let's try to hide somewhere and like sneak in. Is
Okay.
my thought.
Yeah, sneaking works really well for us. We should do that.
I'm not gonna do the rolling.
Are you sure? You're the
I-
rogue.
But I keep messing up my stealth check.
Are you sure though?
But it's fun.
It is fun. Thank you.
But it's really
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Fine.
Because
No,
it's
I'll
like
do it.
that's like the thing you're the best at.
I know.
And
Right.
it's just the dice
not-
just rob you
the
of it.
dice just think it's
Oh,
fine.
it's so good.
It's okay.
It's like the best running
But
bit.
I'm like seconds good, so like
Yeah.
if one
I'll-
of us
yeah.
if one of us dies, fucks off the other one.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
usually-
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, if
And
you
Mark
have
will never
proficiency with
forget.
thieves' tools, I
Yeah,
would
we'll
love to
be
just do
fine.
it, but
We'll be
that's your
just
thieves' tool.
fine.
Pickles just punches the door.
I just say punch. But yeah.
All right, where are we
Hey,
going?
Styxx, lady. How about we all think of some cool place? What's the cool place in the castle we should all think of together? But before we Alonzi.
Styxx, where would Davos be? He threw you under the rug.
Let's
And
go
you
to
were
that
thinking,
rug!
Where would he be?
Shit, it's the rug. The rug, it tied the room together, did it not?
He's in the
Did they
spare furniture room.
If he is, I am to be executed in 2 days' time
Okay, we're getting out of here. So.
as a gift to his coronation.
Okay.
If he is to be coronated,
God, that's
I
a
expect he
terrible
is
gift.
preparing himself with fanciful robes, vestments, speeches,
Oils.
perhaps in the king's chamber itself, behind the throne room.
frankincense, myrrh.
Well, then
And
let's-
we've all seen Davos. I'm sorry. We met the devil. We used some magic.
I caught a glimpse.
Here we are. But if we all
The door opens.
Illusion!
All right, real
Think of
deal.
Davos!
Look at that one!
All right, you see, all of you think of Davos.
Oh, good.
We have to hold hands!
We should be holding hands.
Make an Arcana check.
Text Arcana.
All of us?
No, just Mark.
Oh.
That's like mad. Are you trained in Arcana? If you're
Oh!
trained,
Yeah.
Marcana.
What'd you get?
All right.
Nat 20, baby.
Nat 20! Oh my god, baby!
I got nervous.
Dude,
Touch
yeah,
that
Nicole's
game.
got us all trigger shy around here.
They call that Marcana.
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 Write that down. Marcana. All right, yeah, they say there's no
That'd be
scripts
a
on-
28.
scripts on Okay. Pretty good, I guess. The DC was
It's-
35 because I hate you. Well, no, you were holding my hand earlier. I'm still like,
Oh no.
yes.
Roasted.
So you notice that the magical attunement of this mirror was flawed. This devil was giving you a somewhat shoddy magic item. I mean, it's still a mirror of teleportation, but that the power was not, there was not as much remaining as he wanted. So, I'm gonna roll a d4 right now.
Where are we going?
Oh no, it would be because Styxx is involved too, so, and Styxx will be a reroll. Lucian.
Of course. Fucking, it's always me.
You see the mark is mark of Recular slide the ring on the princess's finger, the Queen of Sorrow they call her, and she dissolves in illusionary magic, and you all begin discussing what you want to do. And suddenly, you hear the doors slam open. You see the fanciful robes of like the dueling type guards. They have like scimitars and curved blades, like breastplates that would allow them for movement in battle. They're dexterous fighters, similar to your fighting style. And you hear the door slam and look open. Be real with me. What is Lucian thinking about right now?
I was gonna say, they ran that way, but with such great charisma, I can't see me doing real well selling the fuck out of that.
All right. You guys see Lucian points, trying to give you guys some cover. They went that way, and you teleport.
I teleport?
Into the doors
Oh my
across
gosh.
from behind them. And you all teleport right there. The queen is with you.
a
You
nat
still
20?
feel her hand. Well, the nat 20 one has allowed this to work at all. So, but you do realize you could try this again. You just have to think of the right thing and have the right person thinking about it. But for right now, roll initiative.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Is she still,
Or-
Well, we didn't take any
Oh,
damage, did we? Like, with this-
Jesus.
Nope.
Come on,
No.
Okay,
dude.
cool. We're just by the door.
Nope.
That's when I get it. That's when I get it, Britta. I got a 20, guys.
Oh, come on! I'm running out of weed.
Dude, I'm gonna use my good dice too.
Touch
then.
my shortage.
Here it is. You
Yeah.
got the fourth in your hand. All right, dudes. Give me who got give 20 or higher? Anybody?
I got a 20.
20. 15 to 20. 10 to 15.
13.
15.
13.
13.
Mhm.
13. And then 5 to 10. 5. My mark 5.
6.
And Lucy 6.
Yeah.
All
Hey,
right.
rocking
So
the bottom.
we've got Shamira. You're like, I got this. And suddenly you're like, you're over there. And you're like, wait, there's the same looking double doors again, this kind of hallway. You do now that you're in the room, you notice there's doorways going in all directions. So you have ones that go like east, west. There's this one down to the chamber, and then this one goes on. It does appear that there's like a rug sticking out of the bottom of this one, so maybe a more formal area. The other one's perhaps more cells. But you kind of look around. You are battle ready, as we've said. That's where your dice get hot. So you turn around. You see these 3 guards standing there. They have not yet drawn their weapons. So you actually have them surprised. Like the use of a magical item did give you this advantage. So you have advantage on your attacks against them, and they won't get to act in this round.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna use my sonic blades on them, and I roll with advantage.
Yeah, you get advantage.
Okay. 16.
That is a hit. Oh wait, no,
Wait,
breastplate.
Plus. Oh, what do I add?
Oh, okay.
I forget.
Your hit. You're hitting them?
What? Yeah.
Oh,
what
yes.
weapon are you
Plus
using?
8.
Okay. Or yeah.
Guys, we haven't battled in a while. Okay.
Yeah,
I know, right?
So, yeah,
A lot of dope roleplay, though, I gotta say.
16 plus 8.
These are my heroes. 16 plus 8, 24, so that is plenty. Just so you guys know, they have a 16 AC, so you would have hit even with just this.
Here we
just
go.
to help
Okay.
in the future.
Here we go.
So you blast them. How much damage do you do?
Damage, I do 1d6.
Plus,
right? Plus- This.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1d6 plus
Plus
5.
5. Okay, great. I'm looking at the right thing. 6.
6.
1 plus 5, 6.
And then you do want to use your bonus action and fire more? Or do
Yes,
you want
I do.
Okay, cool.
So then I
Still advantage.
roll
They're
these
still
again.
surprises around.
Great.
Oh, and you would get your sneak attack because they are you have advantage.
Surprise.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I roll. Do I have to roll sneak attack too then? right?
Extra damage on that first one. Yeah.
Okay.
Was it 3d6 I think right
It
now?
is 4d6.
4d6.
Yeah.
So 4d6, give me that.
Okay.
This would be from your first strike.
4d6.
Oh, it's like 30.
Welcome to Fun
We've got
Town.
a 6,
We're best
a 2,
friends.
a 2, and a 3.
All right. Boom. So you did 19 total with your first strike. You cannot get sneak attack on the second strike, but what AC
Okay,
did you
I
get?
rolled. I got a 12 plus the. What do I add?
This one. The first number.
So for the hit?
Yeah.
Okay, so then 12 plus 8.
Okay, so 20 AC total, which is enough to hit again. So go ahead and give me damage. This one won't have the sneak attack added.
And this
So
one I
D6
also rolled
plus
a
5, right?
I think I
Oh,
bonus.
D4
I
on the
rolled the
bonus.
D4. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, which is down here. Yeah.
Yes.
So that was a 2 plus a 4.
All right, so nice, not a bad round at all. Which one are you targeting? You do see, actually, I'm sorry, that doesn't make sense. They would be like running this way, their backs are to you or something. But they're more in that order. Which one do you want to attack first?
I want to attack this guy.
Okay, you shoot your blades through. As again, it has been a little while since we combated. So describe the manifestation of your weapon.
Oh, okay. So once I realize where we are and real quick to action, and I bring my arms out, and then my pink magic of my soul knife kind of wraps around my hands, and these awesome daggers fly out of my fingertips essentially, and then they swirl and rush towards that guy.
You see, the hairs on the back of his neck stand up a little bit because he's we just instinctively can feel that thing behind us. They look forward and there's a flash of magic, and then suddenly he gets blasted in the back by psychic blades, and does a lot of damage. You see his ears start bleeding, so he is bloody. He's under half.
We have been talking shit about him.
It's poo.
Oh.
Third poo story for you. Just for the day.
Stop
All right,
booing.
so you see he kind of as he starts to turn around. Those that beat him in initiative, Pickles on Wee, you see as the blades of Shamira stab toward this. Remember, non-lethal damage is always an option. I just feel like we haven't been in a lot of situations where I've described. If you are attacking with a weapon and not magic, you can choose to do non-lethal damage. If they drop to 0, they just go unconscious. They stay at 1 hit point and unconscious. That doesn't mean you don't. You can just kill these guys. They're jerks.
The jerks.
The jokes.
Jokes. Okay. So, me turn now?
Yes.
Okay.
You have
Turn
advantage on
now.
them as well.
Great.
They go next, but they won't act in this round.
Cool. All right. So I'm gonna use the pause.
Which one? The same one?
I know 20. Okay.
Oh my god! Yeah, get it. Yeah, you gotta do that one.
Oh, we gotta do it. It's been so long.
I'm not gonna get that one. I'm not gonna get him.
Why not?
Because I want to light them all up.
Spread out
Spread the love. Yeah. I'm gonna
Oh,
spread the love.
spread it out. I
Yeah.
got you.
So I'm gonna hit some from back here, and I'm we're facing this way, and I'm it's like. You don't love me, and then it's just I just do a backflip
Through the wings.
Yeah, and I kick this one's ace.
All right, get him. Crit is double dice, so whatever your attack was. Remember, you do have that your hex ability too, that you got with Fey Touch.
That's right. You're telling.
But a lot of
truth.
times you use
Oh,
your
that's
bonus
for
action
true.
for the
That's
for flurry of blows.
Yeah.
Crit is an auto hit. You get to do double dice, so the modifier doesn't double. If it's 1d4 plus blank, you would do 2d4 plus blank.
So, I got a 6
million.
and a 5.
6 and a 5, so 11 total plus
4.
Okay, 15. Nice. This one is not bleeding, so now you have a pretty I'm thinking about a pretty accurate guess of how many hit points that
Well, I'm
Is
definitely
now
gonna.
bleeding?
is not bleeding.
Is not.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
But the other one was.
Flurry of blows though. And
Okay, cool.
I'm not
He's
done.
like, I'm not.
As soon as he recovers from the first one.
I'm just beating up the back of his head.
Yeah.
That was
Oh wait, we have to crit hit it. You crit on that
yeah,
first
yeah.
one.
We did.
Did we?
Oh, Jake and I did.
Mm.
Sorry.
Shake and bake.
I was so excited. It's just
we can
I
hydrate.
just-
That's good.
Pickles is just rolling
I also
around
just
punching.
have my second attack. I forgot
Yeah.
about that too.
Yeah, you have second attack. now.
Okay, so first, we second attack first. Boo boo boo. Which is a 4 plus 7.
11, so
Yeah.
that's shy of the of
Yeah.
16.
Which is fine. It's cool. I do like a whoosh. I like
Yeah,
whiff
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
It's okay. So
You
now
punched
I'm
him
gonna,
so hard it kind of like threw you off. You're like,
Yeah, I'm
"Damn,
like.
shit."
I'm
getting
Rousing
strong.
God.
Strong
strong.
ass.
I'm pretty
pedal
good at
forward.
this.
a strong bear.
You're out of your cigarette dice. You're like, all right, fuck, one sec.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do this again. 8 plus 7.
That's 15. Unfortunately, one shy of the breastplated AC.
Cool.
The first
So-
rattle of his cage kind of gets him to start turning around and look at you, and you see as you strike, he's like, "Oh, what?" The... But
Stop.
all right,
And then I go wah, 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 wah. I like kick off his face though because it's my boop.
you see, there's like 2 other shoes of spider climb stuck to the ceiling, like it happened before one time.
Ah!
They're unlootable.
Oh my God,
Even if you click on them, you can't pick them up.
Oh
They're bit items. All right, so you rock this dude in the back of the head. You see, like turns around and again, these are like trained duelers and
Yeah,
such. They're dexterous fighters, so they kind of roll back as the second strikes come. You see the one that was kind of leading the way that had opened the door. Like here's his
Flurry of
buddy.
blows is 2 attacks.
What's that?
Flurry of blows is 2 attacks.
Yes, 2. And because you have a second attack now,
Yes.
so yes, you use your bonus action.
Wait,
To get
before
2
I
attacks.
go. Well, 9 plus 7.
That's 16. That's on the money.
Okay, cool. So
Before I go.
before I'm just like.
Then you
One last thing.
again.
This is the kicking off his face.
Yes,
this
yes,
is what this
yes.
is. Yeah. Thank you.
Obviously.
Thank you, Grim. Thank you, Grim.
Yes.
Thank you, Grim, Queen, for reminding me. Oh God! It's 2
Okay.
plus
Oh.
4.
6. Nice. He is bleeding now, so
Okay,
that is
bleeding.
a
You
definite
are bleeding.
point of how much health they have.
Thank you for
That's the thing I used to do when I was like
reminding
playing
me,
like Final Fantasy 2. I'd be like, okay, well I hit him for 40 this time. I hit him for 30 last time. So I was just figuring out what their health was. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have like you go look it up. We used to make our own guidebooks. Damn it, that's why I'm a nerd and a DM, a dungeon master, primarily.
Thank God.
Love it.
Damn good one.
Good, God, thanks. guys.
Love that.
But yes, currently, you see, this is their turn, so they, they're surprised. They're not going to act in this round of initiative, but they turn around and look at you guys, and they look back at the cell, and the queen is gone, and they're like, because that's how the surprise condition works in my mind. They're just like, oh,
Yeah.
and it's skipped, and they are done an initiative. So it is now our man Gary. What, did I write Gary?
Gary.
Is he back?
No, that was guards. Okay, cool. So this is Lucian.
Gary's one of the guards.
Gary's like, hey! He's falling down the stairs.
How'd I get up here? Oh!
Upstairs.
Oh no.
Oh,
Shit.
oh, no.
Frick.
Shit.
Oh,
Oh,
frick.
no.
Oh, crap.
Cripes.
All right, so yes, you see they are now engaged in this battle with you. Again, the use of the magic item backfiring on you, but it did give you some advantage. But also, the dice are son of a bitch sometimes. So we are up to Lucy Lamore. You see, again, these are fighters that fight in a similar style as you, Lucian. It's not the pure brute strength, but rather form, finesse, angles, and cutting. You see as they turn around, now that they finally have their hands on their blades, you would be like, yeah, these guys can probably tangle a little bit.
Lots of up, Lulu.
These aren't the rank and file that you saw Nacho Cheese and Cool Ranch, just pummel.
Got you.
Which one of these guys might be lucky enough to be a chip named Skeleton? in the near
Ah.
Oh,
so
Little
yes,
dream.
the back two have been hit for almost the exact same. Like they're both bleeding, and you see they have no, they wouldn't get to act. They don't turn, but the advantage of them being surprised is gone.
Would I have been able to activate Crimson Right?
Is it a bonus action?
Yes.
Yeah, you can pop it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I gotta roll it.
Am I?
I gotta roll.
Are you muted?
Oh, I am. I'm sorry. I gotta roll it against myself. Activating Crimson Right.
Okay,
So this
you
is
like
my
channel
damage
your
against
blood
myself,
magic.
right? So
Go.
I stab myself.
Yeah. Yeah! The gloves kind of cut into your skin.
3. Okay, so middle ground.
Not
so
bad.
I take 3
You take
against
3 damage.
myself.
When I
Okay.
think about
So it's activated.
Cha-chow! The magic in your blood flows into you. Is that the one where you have burning sword, or what is it?
Yeah, it's like holy radiant.
Sword. Yeah.
Flaming.
The shining light
Yeah.
blazes out from his sword.
Yeah. So that's activated, and I'm gonna rush in there and just swingity swang.
Which one do you want to hit? So the one on my right, this one over here.
Yes.
That's the one Nicole attacked.
Yeah.
Pickles attacked the other one in the back, and then that dude is untouched.
I'm gonna go for the one that Nicole went for Shay.
The one bleeding from his
Shame.
ears.
Yeah.
He's like, oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's surprising.
We're going for that one. And
All right, cool.
I do not have advantage.
No longer advantage.
Right. Because I rolled so poorly.
So you have 2
on that.
attacks.
Yes, I do. So that. Oh, that's a 19. plus-
Nice.
Okay, that already gets it. Right. So I just roll for the first hit now, right?
Yeah, you can, if you're doing like 2 attacks on the same guy. If they're pretty low, like he's already bleeding, so I'm okay with you giving me damage one by one.
Okay.
If they're fresh targets, just know you can roll all your attacks at once.
Okay.
and I'll take care of it.
Hella fresh.
Pull up,
Oh, damn it. That looked good before I looked at it. 6 and a 1, so it's 7.
That means you're an optimist.
Yeah, I know.
7 is that's not good enough. It's a 16 AC. So your first strike hits.
Okay. And, no, that's a 13.
Total?
7 damage on his 19
7,
hit?
yeah.
Oh, 7 damage.
Damage.
Thank you.
That was
I
damage.
misheard you. Thank you much. So you did
Oh.
7 damage on the first hit.
Correct.
Okay, cool. And then
But I rolled a 13 on the second swing.
total?
Yes.
13 total? Okay, cool. So 13 AC is low. You see, again, this guy's a trained fighter. You do find, like, you just kind of swiftly go across the floor. You
I
fueled by
surprised him
your...
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
You
was like,
get him,
"Ah,
and
I'm
as
on
soon
to
as you do, you see he pulls his sword and kind of knocks your blade out of, like, the side of him. It slashes most of the armor. But you're like, yeah, this dude can scrap. This guy's
Okay, you're on it.
So...
I underestimated you. My bad.
I didn't know. I can
Drew's laying
fly
down.
mine.
Drew's taking it down.
I'm just
Now
tired.
everyone's
No,
now
I'm
Shamir's
not
laying
tired.
down.
walking up the wall.
Now everyone's laying down.
He's top heavy.
I don't know why this one just doesn't want to stay.
It's because my sword is so long.
Heyo.
Your mother been telling you stories about me.
I-
All right, so first strike hits, like I said, second attack, he does. His armor catches it, he deflects the blade away. You do strike a little bit of ground, but nothing to do any damage. Your blazing holy sword kind of shining in his eyes. Again, like, they were like, oh, the queen's in there, and then suddenly there was a flash and a bang and a broken
Right.
gate and a teleporting beam and then a Cuddleforge punching them in the head. It's been a
lot has happened.
It's been a minute
Some
for these
pink
guys.
daggers attacking
But
them.
yes, now that they are, ready in battle, you
Busy
see
day.
they are quite proficient in battle. They deflect your sword away. So that's you got anything else, Lucian?
No, that's my bonus and move and action.
Well, that's right. I was gonna do this
Yeah.
as we went to be all like, you
Yeah.
don't know when they go, but now it's.
I'm gonna think positive thoughts about winning this fight. Can I do that?
It's already up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
While I wait for my next turn,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna think positive thoughts about this fight.
Yeah.
Do it. We
Yeah, I mean,
know.
they're 2 of them are bleeding already, so it's it's not. They're not. You're not like this is the end. Tell them my story of the gods 3. All right, there we go. I don't know where my Lucy is. Sorry, man.
Ah, it's all good.
Sorry, baby. I'm gonna just make one right here. All right, so what do you got, Ismark? You see Lucian, strike across the ground his blazing holy sword from his blood magic. Oh, you guys are cool. Stabs into this guy, but these guards, thank you, are prepared to scrap. What do you do?
I'm going to start ponying up against the back wall by Pickles. With,
You feel the warm
with
body
Styxx.
of the queen, yes, pressed
Right.
against your back.
That's my prepared action in case she's still invisible, but
What?
But she's tangible. You know what I mean? She's tangible.
Yeah.
So yes, you do. So you kind of just like put her body behind yours, giving her cover. So if somebody threw like a bomb or something, not to say that these guards are like, "Where's the queen?" and they just throw a bomb at you, like a video game.
That'd be intense.
Grenade.
That'd be pretty intense.
You have to tell me. That's the rule. So yes, but again, AOE damage, she would still be affected, but they don't perceive her as a target right now.
just hunkering down, and then the center fellow, I'm going to throw a ray of sickness at.
Okay, the
And
second
then-
one.
one?
Yeah, right in the pink cape.
Okay, the
Oh, the
middle one,
one
the
with no
untouched
damage.
one.
The untouched one.
Yes.
And then the spell goes, just because Mark's like backing up, and then just goes, and vomits and builds it into a bowl and then shoots it right at.
You see, he's like turning around, like, what the?
But it's like a baby
vomit.
It's like effortless, where it just happens. There's no.
Yeah.
Pickles is
You
like-
feel there's this weird tingle behind you too, from like this like blood familiarity between you and your sister, where you're like, it just kind of pumps you up, almost like being in that dark place that you went when you were absorbed through the floor. Like, remember, the closer you get to kind of these bloodlines, you're tapping into some inner strengths. All right, is it an attack or a saving throw? Is it Ray of Sickness?
Ray of Sickness. Yeah, that's. So it's attack. It's +8.
All right, so D20 plus 8. You got to beat a 16.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, baby! Dirty 20.
Dirty
We like it
20.
dirty. All right, so does it? Here,
It's 2d8 poison.
Poison.
And if they fail, I think if they fail a con save, they're poisoned for.
They
Which
just
gives them
also throw up.
disadvantage.
Like,
Yeah.
"Bleh."
They're like, where's the?
Oh no! Wait. Okay, so they're gonna take the damage,
Okay.
but if they fail a con throw, then
Which
they're
I rolled
poisoned.
I rolled a 3, so they are poisoned.
Okay, so
have
they're
disadvantage.
poisoned.
I believe attacks against the damage.
So he's throwing up now too.
He's drowning.
Double fours.
I think that's
okay.
about as far as I go.
Yeah,
So
2d8,
is there
so double fours.
Is it just 2d8? And he's the untouched, correct?
Yeah,
So
it's the,
8 poison damage, and he's poisoned as per the condition. Okay, cool.
So now he's barfing too.
Dope.
That's not how the helping
Dude,
community
you guys are
rolls
in the
through
house
things.
of barfing. Like, it's been a lot of diarrhea and
Lot of
barfing in this
diarrhea and
house.
barfing.
It's cursed.
Yeah.
You had to have been with us this whole season for all of that to make sense, guys. But
Too much.
a ridiculous sentence,
diarrhea.
but true in detail.
It's been a season of fluids, really, out of many orifices.
Yeah.
true.
So Mark, yeah, you see he just turns around again. It's like his mouth is open from seeing this like teleportation. Like, oh god, somebody's stolen the queen. And then like a flash of bright light behind him, and he turns, and there's this teddy bear like kicking off, singing a song to itself as it bounces off the walls, and pink psychic blades shooting through the sky, and Lucian soaring across, and he's like, and it's just like, and it all goes into his face. Like he's behind a little kid on one of those spinny rides, where it's just like you were just living your life. And now
my
you gotta
God.
deal with
Wow.
that. So yeah, he just swallows the full effect. It is this familial legacy and the connection to the signet ring on you right now. You actually roll an extra D8.
Oh shit! Extra barf, extra barf.
He's like, oh, surely there couldn't be more.
It's another 4.
No,
It's all 4s.
It's all 4s.
Oops, which is what he's gonna be on.
Oh, he's on
vomiting.
all
He's on
4s.
all
Yeah, he's
fours.
like,
It's just the second wave of like
vomiting.
more vomit.
Oh, you
That's
get the
it.
first, then you're like.
yeah, the first one
And then
clears
you-
the way to get to what's actually murdering you, and you're like, all right, here it goes. I've
He at
opened
least-
the door
it's
for
a
you
whole
now.
Can he at least have like the first like?
Yes, a silent one.
Oh my
too.
gosh, that's what makes it real.
Yeah, he gets one good breath.
Those-
One good breath.
That's what
Be a
makes
guard,
vomit
they said.
real.
We're
Be a
not
guard,
monsters.
they
You gotta spit.
All right, so it's another 4.
He's gonna feel
And
good
he's
afterwards,
poisoned.
but for
All
right
right.
now, it's gonna be bad.
So the fun's not done.
The fun is not over. So cool. Anything else? That is your action. You
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my move
Yeah.
like backing up against the wall, and then bonus action to prepare.
Oh, you know what? Hold up. You, I believe it's supposed to be 3d8 now. 2d8 on fail save. Why did it say 3d8? Do you
Am I
have a
on
thing
3?
with? Do you have a thing with poisoning? Maybe it's your level. I'm just saying. On D&D Beyond, it's saying 3d8. So you would have an additional. You'd have one more d8
What?
because of the legacy ring.
Hey, you know,
Legacy.
to me with a bad.
Just keep doing it.
If it's another
And then
4,
it's another 8.
Yeah,
And then
that's
he
fine.
vomited again, and
If it's-
then it was again.
This is just
One
every
more
wave.
four.
One more.
If
If
it's
it's
all
another
4s,
4, if it's 4s.
He's dead.
it's almost like it's like
it for
4.
you.
4 is the new 2.
The first big
4.
character.
It's a wait.
It's now.
Oh no, it's a 7.
A
I was
7.
like D8. I was
That's
expecting
like-
a 4, and I was like, it's not a 4. That's
It's like
wrong.
a 4 with ambition.
Yeah.
4 with ambition. A 4 who's almost there.
All right, not,
Yeah.
So,
great
7.
given. All right, not bleeding, but is poisoned. You see,
Barfing.
he's just like, ugh.
He's not
And it's
bleeding.
like he had like a
He is
chunky
barfing.
breakfast, like how hearty potatoes. He probably had like some like
back.
whatever like Renaissance pad thai is, like lots of like sliced vegetables, grains, and it was. I mean, he's paying for it intimately at this
I like
moment.
the idea of maybe like so one time my buddy did the fire and ice challenge. It's not a real thing. We made it up. It was where you went to Buffalo Wild Wings and you ate the hottest wings there. You did that challenge.
Mhm.
And then you went to Leatherby's, R.I.P., and you do the ice cream, the sundae challenge, where you eat this gigantic sundae, and if you eat the whole sundae, you got a tiny little plaque on the wall.
Was that in town?
Yes.
I had my name on a plaque on that wall.
Yep, yeah. So,
I
so
forget
did
the
my
name
buddy,
of it.
fucking Shelby. Fucking love that guy. He did that and threw up, and he said the ice cream made it all taste nice. So I went,
Yeah.
oh.
There's truth to that. Like throwing up a milkshake, not the worst thing
Not
that
so
ever
bad.
happened.
Yeah, not awful. And,
That's way better.
It's not as good as it was, but it's
No.
not as bad as it could have been.
But remember, there was also fire.
Yes.
So
Yeah, that's the second way.
That's the second wave.
That's it.
But I'm hoping this guy maybe has a little bit of maple syrup on his hearty stuff, and he has a little bit of sweetness.
A little glide.
Yeah, a little
A
something.
little-
A little
he's-
glide.
We'll roll for it.
Send you on your way.
Yeah.
Solid 10, so sure, a little bit. Like
Yeah.
he had like a candied, what is it? No, a sugar plum.
Okay,
a sugar
good.
plum.
One.
So it's the
Just help
helping
something.
along.
Just something.
These are the things we concern ourselves with.
I hate
in
the man. We're gonna
fantasy.
kill him and his friends, but at least he's
So
Yeah.
it just has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. You don't have advantage against them. But he is throwing up, throw up.
Yeah.
Great.
Cool, man.
Straight up
I
poisoned,
love
and
my
I
life.
double checked. I was looking to chat just in case rules hopped in.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's it was at 2d8, but you're right. There's the additional.
The level scaling.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. All right.
He throwing up. I flew up.
He is
You
throwing up.
don't feel good.
Goes back.
I
flew up. I flew up.
Oh, and
He is
He
not
says, like,
bleeding, so the other two are, but they have all been beat on pretty good. You see, they look up and finally, like they're like trying to figure out what the best move is here. They can see they're outmatched physically by you guys, so you can see the thoughts moving around behind their eyes. Like, what's the best play for them right now? Which brings us to the top of initiative, Shamira.
I'm gonna hit the guy again with my blades.
Where you're gonna be like,
Everyone starts slipping and vomit.
6 plus 8.
14, unfortunately,
Didn't
too
hit.
short of the 60 AC. So that's your action one.
That's okay.
You can still bonus action.
I'm a bonus action it. We'll see what happens.
I gotta shoot past Lucian. At the
I got a
guy.
12.
We'll say it's 20, so
Yay!
that's a hit.
I hit them. And
Yay!
Because it's my bonus, I rolled these ones.
Yeah, yeah. And you get sneak attack. Oh, wait. Yeah,
No.
because Lucian's
Do
within
I?
5 feet of him, yeah.
Right. So then what? Okay, so wait.
Another-
So that's the 4 one is 1 plus the 4. So that's
So
the
5.
first one. And then I roll. Oh, how many is it again? It is
46?
4d6.
Rogues do.
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh, roll hottie.
Ooh.
Okay, and we got a 2
Mhm.
and a 1 and a 5 and a 4.
All right, so, Shamira, what do you do?
Yeah.
Okay,
That
so
waxes it.
because I'm like I've kind of like shifted on the side of the wall as you've placed me,
Mhm.
and I like kind of get this like pink vision around my eyes, and I zoom in on like exactly where I want to whack the guy at, and then I like bust out my daggers, and then I make them into little tiny daggers, and then I fly him at his face.
He's like, oh, you see, like, kind of reaches up and they kind of cut through his fingers.
Oh no! They go into his ears because he's bleeding out of his ears.
Yeah! They got him right in the ears, bro. Oh, thanks for that, man. Oh, you see, they just tons of little daggers, like, just like cram into his ears. You see, like, screams out, and falls down. That is your, that one's on the ground. That is your, you still have a move if you want to like to move.
Oh, I'm okay.
All right. You're just like,
Just like, hey, guys.
still, I've got to find a fun way to like get your camera where we can like switch you in the field based on where you're sticking to in the rooms that you're
You
in.
see those little stands, those little toothpicks.
Oh, yeah.
things that just like
What's that?
clip on,
Yeah.
like little roach clips.
Little roach-
We'll just make a little.
Oh.
We don't have roach clips here. People ask me about that all the time. They're like, where's your guys' roach
WeeDnD
clips?
and fantasy.
See. Pickles. Which
Yeah.
one are you going for?
I'm gonna.
The same guy? Or
The dead guy?
No, the dead one. The one that you hit is on the
Dead
left
one.
side.
No, I'm gonna go with the one on the left side, but I rolled a 6 plus a 7.
So 13 is
Yeah.
not good enough.
But I have a second attack, so I'm gonna give it another go. Cha-cha! 14.
There you go. That's gonna be a hit.
Yeah, so
That's gonna be a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is bleeding, but barely so. It's a weird way to use that system.
6?
6 plus or total.
It's total.
Okay.
Yeah, do that. My second attack.
So you have bonus flurry of blows or any of like the special powers or abilities that you've accumulated along your way.
I know, but the thing is, like like, I don't
These
wanna
are like
hex-
3 guards. I get it.
I know. I was like, I don't want to hex somebody because
yeah.
I'm about to kill somebody.
Hex is, there's one thing that may not, so hex is kind of a cool, in the sense that like, if you did hex somebody and then you beat them up and then that you like win that encounter, you can still activate that hex later on.
Yeah.
So it's like, you can use it mostly through the day. I'll see what the duration is. I think it might be 8 hours or something like that. What is it?
Dang.
Just keep hexing.
It might even be an hour. Maybe I'm
Hex.
overpowering it. But you can like, you don't have to like be in battle with the person you're hexing. You basically have like this little like cloud of sadness floating with you, and then you like pass it on to the next
if
target.
that person that you hexed originally dies?
Yeah.
Then
If they're hexed when they die, you can just use a bonus action to activate it on somebody else.
you don't have to wait the 8 hours?
No.
Okay.
No, I think it only lasts. I'm checking what the actual
okay.
length of it is.
I
now.
thought maybe it was like, oh, you use this. Now you have to wait 8 hours.
90 feet is the
Furry
range.
bows.
1 hour. 1 hour.
It's like kind of that is. I'm a little colorful monk. That is a little teddy bear, and he just said furry of blows.
Yeah, yeah.
Makes so much sense. That's
Yeah.
funny. Coming to the stage, finally a blows.
Welcome.
Okay. Let me see. Yeah.
And hex is a bonus action.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna flurry of blows
Cool.
because it's fun.
Use that key, yo.
Might as well.
You got all that key.
Fuck it. I got all that key. I might as
got
well.
all
I
that
thought this
key.
was a joint too many times. I don't know what I did with
Yeah, it was like...
Too many
I
times.
thought it
I'm
was
like,
until you said it wasn't. I was like, oh, well, that's a mine.
I rolled a 16.
a mod. 16 plus, what is it, 7?
No, yes.
16 on the money, thank you. On
Yeah.
the money is a hit.
Yeah, and then 5 plus 4, 9.
Nice.
Yeah.
Total for both hits? Or no,
Yeah,
9.
it's 2. That's for the first one.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right. There is 2 there.
So
That's
9 was
15 plus 7,
22.
and then 4 plus 4, 8.
Okay. So you had 12 and then 9?
Yes.
That puts us at... Okay. Pickles. What do you do?
Nice!
She's like, this is the same dude that's like been punched in the back of his head, right?
Yeah, he got punched in the back of the head, and I did a little teddy bear like wah 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 wah, like he came back towards that way, and then like Spider-Man's on the wall there for a second, like just kind of prop
Damn,
myself up
Shamira.
in a little corner. It's not nearly as
Okay.
cool because she stands. I have to like
It's
use
just-
my little pressure,
Yeah, yeah.
like wah, like.
But
you
I'll
know.
give you a nod.
Yeah,
From the side of the room.
yeah, a little cigarette
Yeah.
sticking out my emotionless face. So then, yeah, so I do that, then he just kind of turns around, he's like, what the fuck? And then I see what she does with the guy's ears, and I go, oh, we're getting fucked up now, okay. And I want to jump across the room and do a flip, and I know how it's 2 attacks, and I just shove both my paws into this thing's, like, eye socket.
Man, you love doing that. You love doing that.
Yes.
I love that you
All right,
love
someone
doing
said,
that.
Hell
we've
yeah.
got the mount guys. We're doing the monkeys. And we don't even
That's it.
realize
It's
So-
already.
So this
You're
guy's like,
doing this
shit,
one, I
shit,
did this
shit.
one,
He's
you
just
did
like guarding
that
his mouth with a shield, like, no!
Yeah.
We did it.
Yes, Pickles, you
yeah.
absolutely can. You see, he's like reaching his head up, and he turns around. He's like, oh, his eyes are wide. Like he's
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh! Then he just sees you flying through the air.
Yeah,
and you just
Yeah.
break through his eye sockets.
Yeah.
And you're kind of stuck for a second.
I'm
you have
stuck,
to put your feet
and
up.
it's literally, I'm stuck, and I'm like stuck in his helmet,
Yeah.
like, and I'm like,
Yeah, you're
he's
constantly
like,
being surprised by how
he's
strong you
like,
are.
you know, right, yeah.
Yeah, it's like punching drywall.
I'm like
You're
stuck. Yeah, it always,
I love punching drywall.
it always surprises me.
Yes.
It makes me a little worried, you know.
Yeah,
like
you've got a
there's-
little key in you now, so you're like,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
yeah.
okay. So yeah, you guys,
But
you know,
obviously, it will see how long he lasts, but he does. I go for a ride. For a minute.
yeah. You kind of like spin around a little bit. You're like, whoa,
And he's
and then
like-
you're like, don't fall backwards. He's like coming toward you. And you're like,
Yeah,
and then he goes the
yeah.
other way. And you land on him. You know, you guys see Pickles with her little teddy bear arms forced into the eye sockets of this Cordeaux
There it
guard.
is. Nice.
You know, you feel this one tooth that's like sitting there, just like throwing up. Like, he looks to his left, and there's a Cuddle Forge like just fisting his eye sockets next to him.
Jesus.
He looks to his right, and there's like blood pouring out of the ears of his friend, whose eyes are just frozen in fear. And you see he turns around, and he's like, "They don't pay me that much, guys." And that's where we're gonna pick it up after intermission.
Damn it.
That's funny. They don't pay me that much, guys.
Smart guard.
That's
But-
something I have to say in D&D. There's always a point in my mind where I'm like, where's the point? Like, where's the point that you're like, fucking take her. Do whatever the hell you want. Like, and it's like, to me, I think that those two sites and did it for me. Plus, I'm getting a little low on water.
Yeah.
Make sure you're hydrating if you're playing along with home. Thanks for hanging with us so far, guys. We do us a little 15-minute intermission around here so we can refill our waters, roll new joints. We encourage you to take care of yourself. Look at the incredible art. We have some amazing art added by the incredible artists of the Weed&d community. Just some of the best art I've ever seen. Jake's thrown some stuff in there. We've got the birthday boy. Giuseppe in there with just a ton of great stuff, man. Beautiful art, beautiful music, all created by this one brilliant man, Sandy Stein. Yeah, he's just so freaking good, man. Hang with us, 15 minutes. We'll be back, and we're gonna see what this guard is willing to tell you. He'll be like, I'll tell you where my grandma hides her fucking money, man. Like, whatever.
Do we get 15 minutes now?
Is it 50? Is it 10?
10.
It's 10.
10 minutes?
You
know
said
what it is?
15.
No, you know what it is? I was doing shots beer, and our intermission was.
Oh, right.
You did that last time.
You know, in
too.
Canada, they intermission for 15 minutes, eh?
Eh?
But we're gonna do it the American way. We'll see you in 10 minutes, guys.
Yay, see you in 10.
Mwah. Love you.
You hoser.
You host.
Whoa, cricket.
that ring on. Oh, welcome back, buds, to Weed&d, the pod positive live tabletop role-playing experience. We have been having us quite a time. Our intrepid heroes have ventured forth into the cells beneath Agalthore Manor, and in a little misfire of some arcane energy, luckily the expert arcana of Ismark still allowing you one more use of this ability, but you do have to be careful. It does no longer channel from all minds, but just one. And so, yeah, unfortunately, you ended up in the same room as the guards that were coming to catch you as you tried to break the queen out. And so we were in the middle of a little battle. How you guys feeling?
I'm high.
And when I walked outside, because I knew Jake was somewhere peeing, and I was like, I'm coming for you, Taylor. Now I'm just going to, it'll happen.
That reminds me of that game Manhunt. You remember that game
Yes.
Manhunt? That game was fucked
Yeah,
up.
it got creepy, bro. Yeah. Banned in Australia. You come here for those kind of facts.
Right, and everything in Australia is trying to kill you. Which is
Everything.
weird.
Yeah. They would
That's why
ban
they're like, we don't
manhunt.
need a game, guys.
Yeah, we don't need a game where people
Life
are trying
is
to
a
kill you.
game.
too.
I hunt men every day.
I wrote a college paper about Manhunt.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love that.
Just
About-
about video game violence and its effect on people, and
Can you send it to me and we'll put it on the Discord?
I'll see if I can find it.
That
But
would
yeah.
be so dope.
That's so
I just
I
wanna
might
read,
still have it somewhere.
like an old paper about, like, I love that. Yeah.
The opening paragraph was just a description of one of the executions from Manhunt, where it's like you put the plastic bag on their face, and
Yes.
it's like
Yeah, and it's not
'Cause it was
like
already
short.
bad.
It takes time. Like, yeah.
it's bad that they're already being smothered, and then he takes like his little shiv, and he's just like,
stabbing in the face.
Well, you want to make
fuck.
sure
nice.
You gotta.
you don't have to come back later and do it
gotta.
again.
Welcome back,
And
guys.
that college paper is in Jake's psychological profile
That's it, yes,
somewhere.
Although, let's be fair. Currently, your fists are buried into the eye sockets
Oh, yeah.
of
To
a
be
man's
fair.
face, while the other's ears were
Speaking of
pierced by
drop
1,000 daggers.
1,000 daggers.
That devil might have been right. Maybe you guys are.
we're pretty cool. We're
yeah,
interesting.
You guys are cool guys.
Cool.
You guys are pretty cool guys.
He said we were interesting.
He did
We
say you
have
were
fun.
very interesting.
We have
We're fun.
We
Fun.
have
The
You're a
ceiling
bunch.
is-
You know, you guys are
We
fun.
have fun.
The helping
Fun.
committee, or
We have
else.
Yep.
Or else.
All right, guys. I say we. Let me make sure I got all my stuff. Yeah. I say we jump back in.
Oh, God.
You know, you see the guy like throw up one more time. His skin is a little yellow. He's poisoned from the double swallows of the magical
Vomit?
throw up. Thank you,
What?
vomit would be the right term.
Barf.
I'm like a 3-year-old. He barfed into the mouth, magically into his mouth. He's
Correct.
currently poisoned. He drops his sword. It clangs on the stone ground in front of you. You hear it kind of echo in the hall around you. You know, it is the Agalthore mansion, so there's even like a little bit of decoration in the prison cells. You know, like hardwood, like bookshelves and stuff of literature that they won't even let them read. And so you're kind of looking around in this place right now, and you see that the two guys, one grasping his ears, the other one's eyes punched through, and he's like, guys, do what you gotta do. They don't pay me that much. All right, look. I'll say I tried. You can knock me out. You can knock me unconscious. That's fine. Just leave me my life.
Come with us. We need an alibi. Is that all right?
I guess I was gonna kill him, but
You can kill
I
him
was,
if you
just
want.
gonna, I was just gonna ask him for information and let him go, but I mean, I guess we can drag him along.
I would listen to her.
Oh, this is Mark's party. Mark.
It's all of our party.
Aw.
It's a helping party. We could help.
Helping party.
well, we're helping you make better decisions right
A little
now.
bit of like, just wipe some vomit off.
Throw something again.
It's the bloody.
Do we?
It's probably the end of your next turn now, so the poison effect wears off. He's like,
Okay.
oh.
Yeah.
Do we need him? Should we?
We want to know where Davos is, right? So, like, what's the quickest way to get over where we need to go? Because I don't know if this mirror is gonna work again.
Right.
That you're looking for.
King Davos. I do that in air quotes because it's ironic.
I get it.
Where's he at? You were assigned to guard
Styxx.
whom he accused of being.
Who is gone?
Yeah, she's gone. So were you gonna escort her to this coronation location?
Look, I'm a house guard. We duel for entertainment around here. The numbers are light. There's a big hubbub going on right now. One outside the gates, there's a war, and in here, Davos is still going to plan to be the Raven Scepter holder in 2 days' time. Most of the guards are gathered at the castle. I would assume he's near the throne.
All right, so he's like talking, and I like come down off the wall.
He's like,
And I like slowly walk up to him and I go, house guards always know more than they lead on.
All right. I don't know who you guys are, and I really don't want to.
We are
The helping
We are the helping
Just stop.
committee.
No, I don't
I
need
can
if
tell
that
you.
information. I shouldn't
Oh.
know. I don't want to know.
My name is Lucian.
Shit, no, just don't tell me what race you are. It's fine. Oh, gosh.
Why?
Gosh. It's a weird
The whole
place.
time he's talking, you can just hear like the of me like trying to like
Spider.
it's like the suction sound of like me trying to like it's like when your boots are in the mud and you're trying to like squish
You
them
gotta
out.
put your foot on his nose, like
Trying to Pickles is just doing
One
this in the
breaks
background.
out.
Yeah.
you get one free, but you're like, man, this is in there.
In there. What's
Pause in
the
the
matter
mouth.
with
Just a
you?
little-
Oh my god.
You see, he looks over and is like, oh my god, like just staring at like his friend's eye just be ripped out of his head by a cuddle forge. It's stories like this that I love telling. So yeah, you see, give me an intimidation check. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You have to roll for it, and it's a nice. No, you're being mean though. When you're mean, it works well.
14!
Plus, what's your intimidation?
Intimidation. Am I intimidated? 2!
So okay, that's good enough. You see, you're like, she's like, listen up. Most of us are told to watch the back gate. There's access there. The back of the castle. Climb up the side. You'd get right to the throne room. You could even climb to the window of the king's chambers himself.
All right, let's go then.
I get real close to him. And I go, thank you. And then I slowly back away.
You trip.
Something bad happens. No!
We're just gonna need your full name and home address.
It's Stephen. McLast name.
Stephen McLast name.
And my family goes back 4 generations in Cordeaux, sir.
Ah.
Oh, do you know about the nades?
Yep.
What do you have to say about that, Mr. McLast name?
The Nades, yes, they lived not far from here. Their house disappeared, if I'm remembering the rumors.
Yeah, it does that.
It's, you see he points, it's like, just down that way. The lot where it used to rest.
Did no one build anything there?
Yeah, no, I said it was a lot. Not like a lot. It's not like a lot. It's a lot.
Oh,
A
okay.
lot.
Ah, all right,
Yeah, sorry,
Okay, yeah.
My friends, it's like his eye is like dangling off the tip of your paw.
Yeah.
He's just like, yeah, it's right over there. Just go over there.
All right, cool. Hey, detour, let's go.
Oh, yes. All right. So
I get close to him again. I go, if you tell anyone
I'm not gonna say
that you
anything.
saw us,
I'm never gonna talk.
I will stab you with my pink dagger.
Yeah, Steve.
Steve McName.
Last name.
Steve
Whatever
McLast
your name is.
We will show some respect. The McLast name's Bill discussion.
McLast name.
Does he have any like markings on his outfit that's like specific to him?
Urine stains currently.
Uh,
He does like so. In courtly battles, they all have like the little scarf that they would hand to a
Oh,
maiden,
great.
and it has like your colors, kind of like a tabard or.
Fantastic. I grab it and I go, I will find you. If you say a word. All right.
we have urine sniffing dogs. We will
When
find
she
you.
walks
Alright.
away, when she walks away, like I give him a look like, ooh, and then walk away. Just 'cause scarf it made me-
I'm gonna walk by and be like,
I'll find you.
can't believe you let her just take that shit from you, dog.
The angel was the centerfold.
Oh, but I look like Shamira. I don't look like the angel.
Damn it!
Sorry.
Great, thanks, Shamira.
You're welcome.
You can look like anything for the joke, but
I just turn into an angel to scare the crap out of
he's
him.
like, this dude was like eating bread and was like, I heard something over where the queen's
Yeah.
being held. His friends
It's
massacred in
fine.
front of him.
Tuesdays, right?
Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Pacific. That's what we
Tuesdays
find.
at 8.
Tuesdays,
Um,
baby.
So yeah, you see Stephen McLast name, resting their hands up, like you can take my sword. He's like, also, he's like, honestly, if you want to get out of here, like points over this way. He's like, without going through the whole manor, you can just go down where the wine cellar is, and out the stairs there.
Ooh, a wine.
We want to do that and save our mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah, this like,
Yeah,
Interesting mirror. Well,
Very helpful, Stephen.
Yes.
Thank you.
thank you, Stephen.
Just don't say abundanza.
Thank you,
I
Stephen.
will say whatever.
Or whatever. What's the magic word?
Albondigas.
I won't. I wouldn't.
I don't know what the
Okay.
word is.
I don't understand the reference.
We love you, bye!
Great.
It's okay. Hey, Steve. Steve, you've been great. You've been great.
We appreciate you,
Steve,
Steve.
thank
Just
you.
make sure if you talk.
You see
If you talk,
Yeah.
you just might.
You saw what
might-
happened. There's see no evil and hear no evil. If you talk,
Ah!
Can you do me a favor, sir?
I'm not
Mm.
going to promise you anything, but let's hear it.
I need you to knock me out.
What? Because you didn't think the
You
bear
know,
could knock you out, or like
This
you
is a
gotta-
special Tuesday, and I'm going to do you that favor, sir. But you owe me. You owe me. For
Yeah.
knocking you
Look
out.
at you, look
I
at
owe
all
you
of
2
us.
now if you're keeping track.
No.
I'm gonna pull out a.
This is a favor. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call
Start
in
a
a no
contract.
questions asked from you.
You guys are devils now.
Wait, what's happened to us?
for you, Steven.
We are
Yeah.
Do you need the
Last 4 of
paper?
your social.
By
that's
the term.
steep. That's steep, but I'll sign it.
That's fine. By the terms, you won't make a peep.
Well, you won't say
I won't say anything.
Won't say
That's weird.
anything.
And
In
we don't just
exchange.
mean you just won't say the word anything. You literally won't say anything.
Right.
Oh no, that's
No
good. We should
tricks.
clarify that.
Yeah.
That could
Yeah.
be
You
confusing.
won't talk about what you've seen
Stephen
or what happened to you.
Stephen McLast name
Right.
won't talk about anything
Right.
Or
that happened.
or you'll be helped in ways
You don't
can't-
want to.
you
See, I feel like that
even
might be
understand.
confusing. Like if
You're
somebody's
right.
using
You're
this
right. That
document,
might be confusing.
could we just like define
They'll
the
know.
term? They'll know. All right.
Okay,
Well, Mark,
guys,
you're the,
we really
you're the
have to
smartest
go,
guy.
so I feel let's
We just helped
get
your
these
friends.
Contracts,
And in exchange, though, you're gonna knock me unconscious.
He'll co-sign. It's fine.
This
All right.
time,
Can I just hit him?
Make an attack roll though. Watch it be a crit because you're being mean.
16.
Oh yeah. That's, all right.
I grabbed the contract as he's getting.
Yeah. You see, he's like, oh, what's that? Hey,
contract is binding.
Yeah,
Contract is
across the
binding.
face.
He signed it. It's fine.
We're good.
He signed it.
You
Thanks.
see, he just looks up and he lays unconscious next to his butchered friends. So yes, you see Stephen McLast name.
Oh, but I go up to him and I put his hands over his mouth because we got to keep it. The
There you
pattern.
go.
Oh,
yeah.
a theme. The
Yeah,
theme.
thank you.
Brilliant.
All
That's
right.
fucking dope. Think about being the guys that find these guys.
Find it.
Fuck,
That's
bro.
what I'm thinking
They're like the
about.
queen. She's gone. That's not a DM.
It's a
man.
message.
I'm gonna fuck with you guys. Yeah. I just think it's fun to think about.
I want to figure out what is on the other side of this door.
All right, so you guys are going left.
We're gonna go the way he told us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
The
sit
wine
down
cellar.
this door.
Yeah.
So it opens up into
The wine
the
cellar.
wine cellar of the Agalthore
Yeah.
Mansion.
Anything
Which
good?
is, yes, there's extremely fine bottles of
Ooh.
wine. You see there's
I
like
would
racks
like
on the
to
side
taste
of the
things.
wall. Whoever, make me a perception check. Whoever's trained in perception.
Oh, who's trained in perception?
Probably you.
Oh,
They
I
would have a little
haven't.
dot.
I have a little E next to it.
Yeah.
Is that what that
That's
means?
expertise. So
I'm an
yes, so
expert.
you are exceptionally good in it.
Oh no.
Which means
14.
okay.
And then that's plus 6.
Okay, so 20.
Pretty good.
You again, Shamira, again, this is like the world of spies is paved with bottles of fine wine. You know, it's one of the greatest ways to get admittance. And there are even some of Mash O'Malley's tinctures in here, the mixes with the cannabis magic drawn from the Kushara plant. And like, you know, almost like Apu and Aladdin, you like see this bottle of wine that's infused, it's got a beautiful cover on it, and you like start reaching, and then you look up, and you see there's like lightly scribed magic runes above them. There's a magical trap on these wine cellars.
Wow.
So if you take a bottle, it would be set off. But yes,
Okay.
you notice it, but you know you don't know what the runes are or anything, but you do see.
Okay.
Them. Like, oh wait,
Okay.
touch nothing but the lamp. I'm sorry,
Touch
I just thought
nothing
Aladdin.
but the lamp.
So good.
I go, all right, guys, don't touch the wine because there's some weird runes like around them. I'm not super great at the magic thing, Mark, but there's some runes around these things.
Photographic memory mark. As soon as they are pointed out to you, they resemble the runes that were drawn on the door that led up to where you had that spectral encounter with the ghost hand.
Oh.
Remember, the runes where the magic was activated, but the trap not set. And so, you know, this does, you like look at it and you're like, this is just like, these are like barriers that are set throughout the manor that so other people don't get at their things. They're, you know, guarded by magical
he was
barriers.
able to
Styx is with us, right?
Styxx is with
Styxx
you.
is with us.
Yes.
So we have
And we're
somebody.
both blood. And I was able to bypass the door spell. So.
Ooh.
Hmm.
All right, Mark.
So what do you do?
WeeDnD mark.
Well, I watched
This
you
will make you
kind of
We'll start
noticing.
rolling.
Oh God!
Do we want anything for the road?
I mean, always.
Road sodas, is that what you're talking about?
Invisible Styxx is already grabbing one.
Yeah, you just see it floating.
This strawberry hill. This looks good.
Yeah, she's out of time.
Boone's Farm. Boone's Farm, that sounds
invisible
good.
is great. Now, what is the length on invisibility? It may have run
As
off.
far as like... Oh, shit, you're right.
Oh, the ring that she's wearing.
Oh.
Yeah, we
Well,
just
no, I
kinda-
cast the spell. The ring was just for flourish.
that was just to be
And
cute.
that was also my
I see.
that was my proposal.
1 hour.
That was my proposal.
1 hour.
To your sister.
That was
Yeah.
1 hour. So in that fight, again, because it was 3 rounds, that was 18 seconds.
Oh,
All those horrible things that you did to those 2 men occurred in 18
Wow.
seconds.
Oh God.
They were like, huh? What? Hey, I think what was that? Whoa, flash. Eyes blown out of their heads.
Steve, your friends walked into a blender.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
what happened.
Welcome to D&D.
Oh
What else to tell you?
So, at this point, you're still, like, that was not even a minute. She still has 59 minutes left. But just factor that into the fact she will be, and you are, is it concentration? I don't think it's concentration.
I don't think so.
No, it does not say concentration. So, that is how long, until she attacks or uses a spell. That's
Or
how
steals
that's
a
how she
bottle of
loses.
wine.
No, she still makes sound. She's still perceivable if there's things that have heightened means of that.
Oh, see me.
But yes, the queen is invisible with you. But she
Right.
says, yes, the Agalthores alone can draw the finest wines from this rack. You hear whispering from the invisible person behind you.
God, I forgot
I'm
she
not
was
doing
there.
anything weird, I promise. I think she's.
I forgot she was there. Whatever they want, we can just take as we go.
We don't need to be greedy. We're on a time crunch. But if you had to pick one, which one would you say?
All right, so you guys kind of grab some bottles. Let's see. We're gonna do. There's 5. You find. That's a crit. So let me roll.
Whoa!
Here.
Wow! Oh, it's my.
I'm just seeing how many of them are actually
Wow.
infused. Only 2 of them. So we did get a crit on that one though. When that D20 was a crit hit. I know it's not like an attack or spell, but that's why we roll dice.
That's why we rolled that.
You see, 2 of them have the infusions of the cannabis magical reserves drawn from the plant Kushara. These are extremely powerful. The first one will restore. You're like arcanaing. You're like, oh, this is a fine wine. You've heard of these, where they infuse the blood of magic in with the cannabis reserve, the Ganjaria draw. You know, the essence by which magic appears, and blend it. It's what Mash O'Malley is notorious for, and so this is one of his finest vestiges. It restores a 2nd level spell slot when drank.
Nice.
And so it's just like a 1 charge thing. I know it's like pounding a bottle of wine, but that's how much magical essence lies within it. You see the other one, you know, the Enra, the one you pulled off. You kind of look and you see over in Mark's hand. You're like, you got me. You know what I mean? You're like, that would have been. I would have grabbed that one.
Yeah,
But we stopped. You kind of look at the bottle as, you know, it's handed to you as an illusion. This is what it will restore a 1st level spell slot.
Ooh, okay.
So those are the 2 magic wines that you have. The rest are valued. Let's just call it about 150 gold, 50 gold a piece for these like, finer wines.
Money's just, I don't know about you all, but
We have so much money.
Dude, go soul shopping over here.
Yeah.
That's D&D, bro. It's like we got all this money now. Let's open a bar.
Let's open a bar. Oh my God, we got all this wine. Let's open a bar.
And with 3 bottles of wine, and the whole world in their hands.
is there one more extra special bottle? Perhaps?
Roll me 1d100.
Oh, shit.
Do it!
Oh, shit. 70.
All right. Boom. Sorry. Oh, I should just do it here. I'm sorry. I'm actually going to a specific spot in the D&D.
You only rolled 1. You gotta roll the other one, so it's a 70 something.
Oh, do I need to,
Unless you roll
Oh, yeah,
0,
another
and then it'll be a
1d10.
7. Yeah.
And then it tells you
Yeah,
like, what
you
the
don't-
number
yeah, you
of it is.
so, what was that? 79.
Nice.
79.
79.
There you go.
79.
Nice.
Nice. Pretty nice. Oh, no.
All right.
Did that make it worse?
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
You notice that one of the bottles is this painted brass bottle, and when you pick it up, it's very heavy. It's like there's something extremely dense within it.
Badger milk.
It's got this large padded stopper at the top with like gold frills around the edge. And when you look at it, it looks like there's smoke flowing inside the bottle. It's like cold to the touch. But that's all you know.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Ooh. Not even my little Marcana peepers can get
Give me
anything?
it would be a DC 20 because this is, I mean, again, this is like a magical item, so you would have to long rest with it to like learn its properties.
Sleeping cuddle.
But DC 20 Arcana check. You did use your inspiration.
Thanks for the third bottle.
So
No,
I
appreciate it.
would say roll with advantage. I think it's a fair use
Roll
of
with
your
advantage.
epic opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
I love that sound.
Patink.
Cool.
Oh shit. Dirty 20
Oh.
with advantage.
Dirty 20 on the
Oh.
dot with advantage.
Yeah, 12 with the
Remember,
with the 8.
remember what we were talking about like a minute ago?
Yeah.
Aladdin.
Yeah.
There is an Ifrit in this bottle.
Oh.
A type of genie. You're like, you look around, you feel the cold touch of your sister on your hand. She was like, Father said never to touch that bottle. It reeks of magic.
Can I so I still have funny enough, we're going back to when we were accusing Styxx of murdering father. Fucking father, god damn it. Dad! But I have the shred of pillowcase
I love
from
you,
his
Dad.
bedroom that we cut off because we were going to examine that. Probably not that long ago. Feels like it. Can I use the pillowcase shard, like the shred of pillowcase, to wrap around it so I'm not rubbing the bottle?
Yes.
If I know it's in a freeze.
So you do know, a couple, again, you're a 20 intelligence character, you have like a little bit of knowledge of history. So they are genies from the elemental plane of fire. They're masters of flame, and as you kind of you're like, oh, it's like that cold, that hot heat. It's like, it's so hot that you're like, oh, and to open this bottle will be to unleash the fire contained within. And they're like magma red colored with black skin. Freak. They're like evil genies. You do know, again, the 20 told you that that's what's in it, but you would still need a longer so to determine like the property of how this functions. But your role has been noted. So you find the it's a wine bottle of the Ifrit.
Friend in a jar, everyone.
Friend in
We'll
a
get to this
jar.
later, but friend in a jar.
Are you gonna put it? Are you
A
putting
Jaf-
like your wig?
Jafar?
Or...
Right now.
Friend in a jar.
Friend in a jar.
You kind of wrap
Into the
around it, you're like, but yes, you carefully put it in your bag as to not shake it or rub it or anything and set off some leprechaun style scenario where I punish you.
It's
for,
a
like-
bottle bud.
Yeah.
The bottle bud.
Bud in a bottle.
Bud in a bottle.
Bottle
Bud in
bud.
a bottle.
Did you get your bottle bud? Have a bottle bud.
Rub the bottle.
Have a bottle,
get
bud.
the bottle.
Bottle bud. Bing.
Hits him in the face. Yes! Lord approves this message. All right, so yes, you have found the wine bottle of the Ifrit. But that is kind of your reward for also than just knocking that guy out rather than killing him. He gave you some info.
Don't
Steve,
kiss
make
me.
better
Get out of here.
choices.
Get off of
Get
me.
out of me.
Get off
Get out of here.
You
That's not what
pigs.
this is.
He's just laying in, he's asleep in his vomit, just like, it's a little bit of yours, a little bit
Next
of
to his dead friend.
Just
His
his-
With
mutilated
his
friend.
hands
Mutilated friend.
placed over his mouth.
Yeah, because he's like this.
And Shamir's
you're
like,
just,
what? Yeah. No, whatever, it's fine.
everything's fine.
She's fine. It's breaking through, guys. All right, so you do see at the end of this is the stairwell that goes up. It's kind of like that outside door that would lead to the back garden of the estate.
Let's go.
So you kind of look up the windows to see if there's any other guards around. Again, things are rather light. They're all getting ready for this coronation that is to occur in 2 days' time. And so yeah, you kind of peek out the windows. You do see like guards within the estate. As you look in the windows and stuff, you see flashing lanterns. There are guards present, as you noticed, but the numbers are not as high as they were when the very last time you were here. You guys kind of put your hand on the brick as you're kind of looking around, and you feel like the tunnel of the bathroom that you guys had just destroyed, like the cry of a sandwich long gone, just kind of reaches through your fingers. But that's about it. No, there's nobody like actively looking for you guys.
Okay. Would you guys be cool with checking out a weird empty lot for like a second? Can you take a little side quest?
Little side.
Is it on the way? Where we have to go?
So again, he was like, it's just right down there. You look down past where the gates of the estate are. There's a couple guards present there, like right at the gates, but you guys could just like climb a tree and jump over. It's like it doesn't have to be right now. Nobody's looking for you.
Okay.
But beyond the estate, there is like these old houses, and there's like a strange void of where a house should be in the layout of the place. So yeah, it does look like the lot.
That sounds
where,
weird.
Where Nate
Let's
Manor
go check
was.
that out.
I turn to Pickles and I go, "We are the captivity.
Yeah.
Let us go."
She does the accent so well.
We should
From the
should
wall.
help someone find their house.
I can never understand a word she says.
It's a weird accent.
Your accent's a little
Your next
muddled.
is very interesting. I appreciate it.
Mark, you feel like the hand of Styxx is still kind of holding on to you. She's just going where you guys go. She is invisible still. So,
I'm gonna go check out this weird lot.
You know, you kind of see like a nearby tree. You kind of get up, look around. Again, nobody's on alert. It doesn't seem like the message made it beyond like you guys. That'll happen in 18 seconds. So it's like that nobody was like, "Wait, did you hear what happened?" So everybody seems pretty calm, just kind of walking around the perimeter.
Did you guys see what happened? We changed Steve's life in 18 seconds.
Yeah.
Wow.
18 seconds, the minutes forever change.
We changed.
He will never be the same.
Well, Steve needs new friends.
Well, we
They don't pay him
changed
by
two
the second.
people's lives to deaths. We
But-
changed one person's
But who
life.
of their lives did we affect? You know,
What a
nobody
burden to
thinks
carry
about the
for
other.
him. Like, why
So
am I
deep.
alive and they're
So
gonna
deep.
What if I stood on
Guys,
the
we
right?
gotta go. We gotta go.
I'll
I
never
had to
help
get to the-
again.
I had to get to the door first, right? That's so me.
Yeah.
It's
I mean-
so mean.
I know we see the justice in this, but it could also look like murder.
It is murder.
We
Oh, we
Let's
should
not
beat
skirt
them.
around it. We murdered them. Let's go.
You guys should probably eat him.
But we're sending a message.
Oh,
We're leaving.
We should eat them.
No.
No, because if you
Let's
know,
go.
we don't have time.
Oh, we're running out of time.
All right, fine, we'll go.
Let's get out of here.
Like holding one of
Can
them.
we do like a
Nah.
little
Nah.
murder to go? Can we just take pieces of them and eat them later? Does that
Mhm.
still count?
Because if you eat them, it is not murder.
You know,
it
I
is-
am not gonna eat them. I'm just gonna say that.
So you're just going to commit
Wow.
murder. Okay, good
Yep.
to know.
That's
Wow.
what's happening.
Okay.
I'm gonna own it.
Two.
I'm not gonna like try to skirt around it.
Good.
Hey, we gotta go.
All right, I'm gonna
I'm up
go
the
do
tree.
flippy flippies and try to get out of there so I can get up and
Good.
over to the lot.
Yeah.
You guys, go up the tree. You know, again, you're seasoned warriors at this point. It's like,
We're all
you're not
helping.
first level where it's like, did you
We're
die
helping.
because you rolled a 1, Nicole? So you guys make it over the wall. You're kind of looking around. Again, the streets of Cordeaux are somewhat cold and they're not populated as they would normally be. There are people walking around, but everybody's hurriedly getting to where they're going. Most of the guards sitting at the gates trying to keep what's going on beyond from spilling into the kind of finer streets of Cordeaux. You see the rain. You hear the thunder in the sky. Kind of soft rain that typically falls in the fall kingdoms. And for a moment, it's like, again, you guys have just been going from one loud, crazy, wild thing to the next. You're just like looking down this kind of ghostly road with cobblestone streets, and there's like a little bit of mist rolling in from the rain. And it's somewhat cold for the first time in a while. You feel like there's just this chill in the air around you. You see shadows flickering on the walls. Look, and it's like, what was that? Perhaps the rain, falling around you. You spy, again, this kind of void in the buildings. In Cordeaux, they have the purple rooftops, very Gothic architecture, sharp, fine lines that define the brick buildings. And you kind of see this massive void. And it's overgrown, the grass that lays on this lot, as if people don't even really go to this spot. There's that strange chill that you guys felt when you saw the spectral streetwalker going through the streets. There's that same feeling that kind of emanates around this place.
I love it.
You see cigarettes grow from the trees, and it's
Yeah.
like, I
I lived
remember.
in a weird goth house, so this is fine.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Yeah, you see there is like a broken stone arch, as if there used to be like a little bridge that went over. Like even some of that bridge was ripped away with it through this teleportation. Pickles, as you kind of start walking up, you feel like the rain falling down on your fur. You kind of look up, you see the grass, and almost in your mind, and all of you have this shared mental link. It's like you're watching the grass shrink as like the knob of time is dialed backwards. And Pickles, you feel like you're stepping into one of those voids. You remember watching Sarah. No, Alyssa was the mother. Alyssa Nate.
No, listen.
You do remember like serving her at one point, and then there's this strange gap between then and when you were serving her daughter, Sarah. And you can't bridge those two memories. There's these strange voids that happen, and as you feel the grass setting, it's almost like you're watching each brick of the building be pulled back through time in this moment as your memory is like filled in front of you. You see the shrouded figure of the Lord of the Nade Manor. He's sitting there and he's somewhat sickly. It's as if he's going to die. His skin is pale, and that he doesn't have all the contraptions that you saw on him in your last memory. He's sitting there on the porch and he's looking down, and it's almost as if he can see you. He's like, "You damned bear. You went where you weren't supposed to go." You see he looks down at his hand. And he coughs this black ichor into his hand. And some smoke of the blight wisps off of it. He's like, "You will learn your lesson, and you will serve me when I call." And you see this black wave comes out of his hand.
No.
And the next thing you remember is waking up, looking at your book, and learning of your new task to protect Sarah and Mandy. Building stumbles, the grass regrows. You just witnessed the last memory of that patch of time when you served her mother as her cuddle forged as well.
Man. Okay. Cool. Let's keep going. Pickles just goes
You guys
around
are
like, what?
That was weird.
Is it how much is it raining? Right? Is it like a nice little rainfall?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
kind
great.
of there's like
So,
an always.
I've
rain.
taken the bloody robe off, and I've just been like kind of trying to get the blood out as we're like. But then I like froze during that memory, and I'm like, I go back to trying to get the blood out as we're walking.
all your bloody robes
Sounds a lot like
that you put
Portland,
on,
guys.
Yeah.
that you added to your yes repertoire.
It did.
So yes, you guys, you managed to, you kind of all see as Pickles just kind of looks at this thing, and then again with the like expressionless face that Pickles always has, it's kind of just like, all right, well, we're off too. So
well,
you guys,
is there any like marks in the ground or anything about like I don't know? Is there anything weird about the lot itself other than it being empty and overgrown?
you kind of look around and you feel the familiar touch of strange and bizarre magic. It's not to say directly rooted like it's a hag that did this or anything, but it is that twisted side of magic, the bastardization of this kind of powerful, lovely essence that brings wonder and mystery, and then is turned for dark purposes and twisted to hurt and maim, and it's that energy that floats around you. You kind of look over and you spot the center of the overgrown grass, and it's almost like it's been pressed down. I think it's like for some reason the grass isn't growing. You're kind of pushing through the long grass. You are rather short. It's like the grass is actually taller than you. You kind of like spread it apart and you look, and you see a sigil burned into the tall grasses that have been pressed down. It is a what's the term? A fiendish. It is fiend, so it's either devil or demon in origin. But it has also been signed by the twisted scratch of a hag.
Well, because that's something that I was wondering. I was envisioning if, like, oh man, does my house move around because it's got leggies?
Wow.
You're kind of like killer wow.
Does my house
Good on you,
move
Scorps.
because I got leggies on my house? And I'm
Does it? Yeah.
finding
Is it
this
Baba
out?
Yagaing out and walking around?
Ugh.
You're looking around. No signs of chicken feet marks in the ground or anything. But yes, this as you look at
Because we
it,
seen them.
We done seen it.
We done seen them before.
Mm-hmm. When we was hag touched.
We done got hag.
You got hag touched. you got hag touched.
Cool. Alright. Well, bummer. I mean, I feel like we probably had to move because demons and devils, they do not deal with hags either. So we probably were like, fuck it, and got out of here. So it sounds...
Yeah, you're remembering kind of like the infernal
That sounds about
machinations
right,
that
yeah.
wrap his body in that nightmare. It's like it's the old withered man who is clearly dying of some disease, now imbued with glass bulbs and little like funnels that stick into his sides and stuff, strange liquids flowing through him. It's like,
Well, listen, you make a deal with something more devilish than yourself and more demonic than yourself, then it's gonna come back and eat you alive. So
I
that's
said
what
I was
happens.
sorry, okay? I don't think the story's that
I
funny,
know.
but you're right. I'm sorry.
Oh my
Damn it. You're
It's
right. I gotta
gonna
call
come
that
back.
kid. I gotta call that kid. I'm sorry.
He during the break he like excused himself and he's like outside like feverishly on his phone and like
What have I
Bring me
done?
him.
What have I done?
I'm sorry. I'll go out.
Give me back my
holding-
thumb!
Holding a boombox in the rain.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I kicked your.
Forgive me.
Oh,
sorry, I was a
God.
bad
Oh, my God.
person.
No, it's later.
Today.
So yes, I'm great. Good to know. We are on board with how we got to. So I've been here before. So do you know the names? Do you know who? Give me back my stuff. Yeah,
I've been
Pickles looks like-
around, but I've always been around town.
How about
Would
Styxx?
Mark know
Does
the-
Styxx know anything about this place, or she's been around a while?
The Nades, no. Like
No?
she's the queen. The Nades are an aristocratic family, but not. If you ask and you hear the invisible around, you're like, oh, I'm not too familiar. The locals say that there's something cursed about this land, so they haven't rebuilt.
Well, yeah. Look, there's literally
Looks pretty
a
bad.
like thing in the ground. So that's a curse right
We're all
there.
cursed,
You know
aren't
what I'm
we?
saying?
She's so sad.
That's cursed up. That's fine. Great. So cool. Well, now I know. Cause I guess I started here at one point, but then we had moved to Sativan, so.
Yeah, and Sarah, you served with her for about 15 years. So it's like you were in Sativan for at least that length of time.
A long time, yeah. And I've been other places before. Who knows if I've been somewhere before here? That'd be pretty fucking cool. And weird. I think I've been alive for a very long time. I don't know what to do with that.
Seems like it.
I feel like I killed a lot of people. Okay,
She said with like an eye dangling off of her fist.
Yeah, I feel like
I can't.
How
many eyes?
See,
I don't know
watch.
what it is.
See, funny you should ask, because check this out. And Pickles just keeps pressing on, like, clearly showing. I don't think we've ever sat down and eaten anything.
No, you ate in.
Yeah.
Yes, at Fiari's.
No, but she
fellow
wasn't there.
Fellow.
I wasn't there.
So
I was
kinda-
dying 1,000 times.
deaths.
While they had a delightful dinner.
I was dying.
I guess I'll take that excuse.
So
Yeah.
I just show with the eyeball that's
We had some
dangling.
floor
I like
meatloaf.
just show her like nothing.
And some cakes.
Like what?
Delicious.
It just falls.
She had things going
So
on.
Not
you always
murder.
commit murder.
that's my secret, Kevin.
Ah.
All right, let's go. Let's go to the king's.
Let's climb up that thing that Steve.
Yeah, so you have a
told us
couple
about.
options here. You're a couple miles away from the castle proper. If you want to like move through the town that way, you still have a magical charge. Again, you do know now because of your high arcana that use stipulation is that it will probe the mind of one of you, and so it's extremely important that all of you have the same thought in mind. And so but you have both of those options at your disposal, or you could open a bar.
Open a bar.
Open
We got all this
bar.
We got options, but I'm feeling pretty confident about the bar, guys.
Empty real estate. Look at this lot. Haunted bar.
Ah,
Guys,
makes
there is
sense.
a
Haunted
market
bar.
You have like an
for that.
invisible queen, like she's the bartender.
Right. I do not know.
Like-
I feel
Just gotta watch the
like was it the house owned by a vampire? I do not know. Maybe a vampire. Oh, anyways. So yeah, let's
On foot or by mirror?
I think that we should go by foot because what if we need to use the mirror to get us out of a jam?
And
Or a jet.
I agree.
we have at least 2 hours.
Hey, we got Dortails coming in. We love us some Dortails. Good to see you guys.
Also, just while we have some good stuff for just a moment, my brother is in the chat.
Whoa, we got a brother in the
What?
chat. Lighters up for brothers.
Oh man!
And also, they're brothers.
And
Hey.
also, they're brothers.
They're brothers. They're brothers.
Lighters up. Welcome in, Dortails. If you are not following Dortails, then you haven't listened to me all the times that I've told you to follow Dortails. So get over there and follow Dortails. They're fantastic. Kelly's amazing. Some fantastic players. Incredible cosplay on the channel as well. I just love you guys. I was bummed. When I went to Canada, I was like, I know a bunch of Canadian D&D players. For some reason, like we've really connected with like Canadian creators. Was like the bridge that this show has created. And I was like, where are you at? And they're like, over there, and I was there. And so I didn't get to see any of you lovely
We
people.
love the North.
But I did just perform in Edmonton, Canada, which was my first time in Canada. Canada facts for the Dortails Elite.
This is your first poutine.
That's my first poutine. Yes, it happened, and I'm now officially Canadian.
Great.
Congratulations.
That's what it took. Eh? So yes, you guys. So if you want to use the streets, just because I know like the layout of these things and it is kind of funny. You guys are like, all right, so you're gonna take the street way up there, and you suddenly hear like the frightened cries of horses. And you look back and you see the scarriage being piloted by the zombie as these horses are. Remember, they're like overworking themselves. You see they're like close to the breaking point, but they're headed the same place you are. So you see they're just like, you guys kind of just watch like. They start driving past.
Can we
you.
stop them?
Yes.
Oh my god.
You know, you kind of hold out your necromancy. The zombie pulls back on the reins. I'm giving them both Constitution checks because it's hilarious. Actually, dang, these horses are fighters apparently.
Yay!
Yes!
Yes!
We didn't kill horses.
Yay, guys! It's a good
Power
day.
And
of
then
the board.
needles go in their ears and Pickles punches their eyes.
I cannot help myself. Classic.
Steven just rolls up. Ah!
I will avenge you, Broderick.
God.
That was one of the other guys' names.
Broderick.
Roderick?
Roderick
yeah,
and
Broderick.
Todrick.
Yeah, Broderick's son is he's coming
no.
for you. Chapter 3, The Revenge of Broderick's Son. All right, so yes, you are rolling around, and your own carriage, which was being piloted by your zombie,
Cupcake.
was on the way to the farther castle. So you have managed to save the lives of the horses. You see, they're extremely exhausted. However, they have been pushing their limits. They will actually be slower than usual right now. They would have half of their normal speed, so it'll take you a little longer to get there.
Okay.
As long as they're alive.
But they are alive.
I'm not mad about it.
Okay, Akisen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're down with that.
Yeah.
They are like their knees are buckling. They sit down. You see, they drink the gathered rainwater on the street. Like they've been pushed. Again, fear driving them, the strongest of motivators.
Knees about to buckle. Hopefully, they're not peeing.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Stop
I take
peeing.
17 damage, which is Brandon did for that. All right. So, yeah, you guys, you see the carriage rolls up. You kind of look around. There's no real focus on you guys. You stand in front of this, like, creepy looming lot as Pickles is like, let's get out of here. You're choosing to save the one more use of this magic within. Again, you feel comfortable because of your arcana to do so. You start heading toward the castle. Are you trying to, like, sneak around or just head that way?
I want to sneak in there. I at least want to sneak into the castle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
To get inside
Let
of
the
there.
carriage get us far enough, and then
And then we like roll out.
Yeah.
tuck and roll.
Tuck and roll.
Yeah, Mark, you've never been invited to a party at the castle, but you've been to plenty of parties at the castle. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, there's that place over there. If I stand on the top of the carriage, we can probably get over.
Yeah.
You know, you've had to pay off a couple guards in your time. But yeah, charlatan background gets you those kind of benefits where you're like, oh, I've been to parties in the castle, and I've never been on the list. You know, so you certainly do. You know that being able to use this carriage can get you inside. Again, it's kind of raining as you drive through the streets. Nothing too crazy. Somebody give me a stealth check.
I'll do it.
Boom.
Well,
Well,
you have 10?
All right, so you know you're kind of like creeping again. It's like this, the sky is blighted by the rain clouds, water falling down. You know, you see as you guys kind of near the castle, you know, pull back on the reins and it stops. You're looking there, Lucian. You see the boys are actually sitting in the back. Rainier and Alden, they're very quiet. You've got, but the four that remain are sitting there. You can see Rainier again, kind of like being lifted by Pickles in their last interaction, has kind of regathered them to be like, you know, they're ready, and they all have mission face on. All the heavy emotions they were
They've
dealing
been
with,
training.
they needed this.
yeah.
And so they're just kind of sitting in the back, remembering the cost of some of what they consider their failures. You can see the heaviness on them, but they're very quiet. Everybody's ready to go.
Yeah.
So you do see as they, you know, as you start riding up, there is quite a bit of a force gathered around the castle proper. There is, you know, people with bows on the corners of the castle, and this is a high priority area in a time where war is occurring. So they are mostly bearing on the front of the castle, preparing the raids from Poulpe or possibly even the Stag army to be coming up the central way. You, as you guys are very perceptive and managing to get by, you realize going in toward the front of this building, you would be noticed instantly.
Oh yeah, that's why we're going in the back way.
It's like all of your like stealth checks are just pulling it to the left. You know, you kind of pull around the back and you see, you know, this spot mark. You're like, you never had a carriage of your own, but you'd hire people to deliver things for you and then ride on the top of their carriage. You know, and so it's like you remember like, yes, if we pull up here, you know, the rain's slick, doesn't do much to slip the top of the carriage, but you know, you can climb up and jump over the back. You see the area in question. There's this large, elaborate dance floor that sits in this kind of like garden area, and there's this huge balcony on the top where the king would come out and give speeches. You feel that ring on your finger vibrating a little bit. You feel that dark energy that flowed through your veins when you were in that cool shadow place. It's like a hit of a powerful draw on a good old cannabis guy. You feel this surge, this ring that rests on your finger, the signet ring of House Agalthore. You know, you're looking back at memories of a life that was robbed from you. You can imagine yourself as a child running through this beautiful garden, you know, feeding on delicacies and living the life that, you know, Davos lived. And you, however, spent your life running with your mother through streets in rain like this, sleeping under boxes. And so it's just this powerful moment where your past and this moment kind of gather, and you feel the cold hand of Styxx on your shoulder. It isn't as glorious as it looks, brother. It's its own type of prison cell. I don't know what you went through, but I can feel your anger. And it is powerful.
I don't envy it. What I went through made me who I am before you. I can't stuff my nose at that. Was it pleasant? No, but I'm here.
I would say the same.
I'm sorry it was a prison for you. And if this is a kingdom that we can unite and bring these people together, for their scuffling I hate the politics of all of this, but the brass tacks is the fact that everyone's fucking fighting is only building up the army of the demons. Every life lost, they're just sapping from it. They tried to sap from me. I almost turned into one.
Got all
Fun
scaly.
fact.
You feel the hand comes off your shoulder. She's invisible.
It's all right. It's been a night. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, you were always the heir proper. This should be your kingdom, and I hope that with our help, we can unite these people and at least do something to combat these hags. You know, hags. Do you like them? Do you hate them?
I hate them.
Oh,
Yeah, we hate them too!
Yeah.
Oh, we hate them too.
What up?
Yeah. We
My
are
sister, everyone.
stronger united than alone.
Yeah, help us help.
I love that we're all talking to an invisible.
Yep.
I mean, we usually
Yep.
talk like mentally, just kind of. But
Everybody make a perception.
Two plus roll an 8.
This is 17.
13.
12.
11.
I got the highest percent.
You hear this. There's a huge thunder strike. Then the rain starts pouring down a little harder. You hear. That's it.
Well,
Thunderstorm rain.
it's already been raining though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark, you reach back again.
No,
Styxx
no.
is gone.
Oh no! I knew it. Dang it.
What do you know?
I knew she was gonna be. I just had a feeling that Styxx was gonna be
Oh
gone.
shit! I thought you knew something else.
No.
Damn it.
That's all.
She wasn't visible, so y'all had a chance to see her, but you didn't roll too great.
Yeah.
Do you have
Quick
any
look for
inkling of
footprints. Oh.
what the lightning strike would have meant if that's what abducted her?
I don't think we get to know.
Look around. Perhaps serving as a way to mask her escape, but yes.
Can I
Not necessarily
If
investigate?
we all think about Styxx wherever she went, and we use the magic word, then we will go to wherever she went.
We
Right?
just pop up like, hello.
Hello.
Oh, God.
She's
But then
behind
we-
us, but
I know,
man,
but the thing
Damn
is,
it!
she just fell off the carriage.
surprise! No, like she's still within. Like she's just running away. She's just within earshot of us, so we'll just pop up over there, but we still can't see her, right? So
She's invisible for up to an hour, we
Yeah.
determined. I think she has
So-
about
Oh, right.
55 minutes left.
it won't matter.
Well,
Let's
Can
just
I
go.
investigate? And
We
see
all
if
know
there's
where she's
anything
going.
that's
Let's
been
go
left?
to Davos and just go. Let's go.
I would let you do an investigation.
I
It
would like
unfortunately,
to.
it would be with disadvantage. It is like the conditions for like trying to look for tracks. Survival
fine.
could also be used if
Do
you're trained in
it.
I
survival
can try.
or
I'll
investigation.
be still gonna
All up.
try. So I roll 2 and I do the lowest one.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
2.
A 2!
A 2. And my investigation is a 9.
All right, so 11. Not, you're kind of looking. There are lots of footprints that rest on this road. This is a populated area. There's carriage marks and the like as you're kind of looking, and the rain coming down, washing quickly down the hills toward Pulpe's
Okay.
muck-filled streets. Unfortunately, it's like, and she's light of foot. She's
Yeah.
simply wearing like a nightgown with, a fabric nightgown. She's not emblazoned in armor or shoes.
Okay.
Anybody have survival?
I do.
You want to do a
But-
survival?
We marked all of these when we didn't have the wisdom,
Oh, I got you.
when we
Before
had strength and
changed.
wisdom
I
switched.
got you.
So it's got the dot next to it and it has a +0, but now my wisdom is a 2, so is it now +4?
Yes, because what's your proficiency bonus? 3?
Oh, you're right, it is a 3.
So it'd be
it'd be
five.
+5, okay. So I've got survival +5.
Yes.
Let's do this, hopefully. 19, so
Mhm.
24.
Plus 5, 24. So you're like watching as she's investigating, looking for the tracks of a person.
Right.
You are sitting there listening to the
Lightning strikes
The
don't
splash
usually have
that was in your
footprints,
ear.
I don't think.
tracking an animal running through a pond. It was moving in that direction toward the palace.
Oh!
Great.
I'm gonna share that.
Thank you.
They went to the palace
Well, let's
way.
keep going then.
Yeah.
I can safely determine that a lot of people have been over here. In case you guys weren't sure.
There's been some carriage.
There's been some things.
People.
Hey, we're all alive. We're all feeling good. We're helping each other. Now we need to help each other find Styxx again.
And
Davos.
And Davos.
Together.
I mean, honestly, she's probably just going to go find him and kill him or something.
And wherever
right?
this
So let's just go
lightning
there.
animal went to, that I'm hearing
Lightning
went that way
animal.
towards.
Great.
So let's go.
All right, so you guys, kind of pull the carriage over by this point in the wall that you know of, and you're like, yes, you can use the kind of delicate architecture as grooves to climb upon. Getting on top of the carriage, you can pretty much get to the top pretty easily. And you look over the backside again. There's this kind of gilded garden, the balcony area where the king would come out and speak. It feels a little different for you now without your sister being so close. It's the distance. This place doesn't connect to you the way that it does. The ring doesn't vibrate on your finger. But you look upon the back area. You do see there are some like guards and stuff that walk around, but they're not alerted that anything is going on right now. So it's pretty casual. You see the back area as described by the guy that was like, hey, you can climb up that little back area. You see where he's talking about, and you see, in fact, in the window at the top, by this balcony, there is a lantern glowing inside the room. What do you do?
How tall up? How high up is it, Brandon?
How tall is the wall?
Yeah.
How high
I'd
are
say
you?
it's a 15-footer. 15-footer. The carriage is probably about 8 feet tall, so you got about 7 feet between the top of the carriage and the wall.
Oh,
How
yeah.
about to the window?
So you're wondering, to the window, to the wall?
Yes.
So the
From...
The bear with no overalls.
Oh.
And with no balls.
Sweet.
From the bear that has no balls.
From the bear that has no balls.
No balls, yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Like if I
It would be, to be fair, it would be like 150 feet, because you wouldn't want somebody like with a crossbow to be able to go to the wall and shoot the king when he's at the window.
That's true.
Just like logistically.
So
But yeah, I would say, let's be fair, I'd say at least 150 feet. So probably, I'm the DM. It's 200 feet away. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's how this works.
are there any like ledges on the way up?
You could follow the wall around. Again, it's kind of like getting toward the area near the front. So like maybe some guys might be able to glean you if you moved along and failed to stealth or something like that. But yeah, you could like wall run, like take it to the wall, and then like go over a branch of a tree and jump to a fountain. And I mean, you're Pickled on weight. You could.
I mean, you're
Yeah,
Pickles.
Yeah, well, I'm just seeing. So I'm trying to decide if like I get thrown, if I mage hand my throw, if I have like my mage hands sat somewhere to like stick out of a wall.
It's like Mario Brothers,
I
but
can,
you like
like,
give yourself a ledge that
yeah,
works.
yeah.
Yeah, like a boy in
Like
his
I'm
blob.
wondering how far you'll let me stretch that.
So it sounds like you're looking for some kind of epic opportunity.
Oh, a little bit of
ah,
Almost.
Who's trying to steal the coin drop from me?
Oh.
All right, Pickles on weight.
Yeah.
Describe your epic opportunity. Yes, you can do that. You can utilize that
Yay,
to get
movement.
over there. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I like look, we're all kind of hopping up onto the thing and like listening to Run Away. It's all rainy and stuff, and so Pickles is just kind of looking while everyone's chatting about like where should we go? Should we follow her? Like, what do we do? And let's go this way, or okay, maybe we'll go around. And Pickles just like takes a deep inhale from his cigarette and like throws it onto the ground because the ground's like wet, kind of just goes out immediately. Yeah.
Can't rain all the time.
And then he does like this kind of thing real quick, and he's just like stretching, and he does like a couple quick little squats, and he's just like this little teddy bear, and while everyone's like talking and trying to negotiate, and he's just without like, it reminds me of what's the name? Oh God, what's his name? His name Chaozu, the little tiny guy that like sits on the shoulder.
Yes.
Like, yeah,
Little
he's just like
mime.
this little, he's just like that size, right?
Yeah.
So he's just like stretching that kind of thickness too.
Tien's guy?
Yeah. And then he just goes,
Chaozu.
and he's gone. Like it's like without. Yeah. It's like
You hear just the the shudder of the symbol for one moment, and it's like when a samurai draws a sword, you just hear,
yeah.
and she's gone.
It's like, wing! Like as if but like no, yeah.
Yes. Simple face the
but-
whole time.
Yeah, so but then it's like finding each, like the whole time he's having the cigarette and stretching was him going, now I guess if I walked up that one ledge I could do this, so I could go over there. Okay, I see that up there in the window. Alright, cool. I'll go up there and I'll check it out and then we'll see how that could go. This whole entire conversation not communicating it, right?
Yeah,
Like just
Like having a mental link, choosing
Yeah.
to not use it.
Yeah, but just
Yeah.
thinking that maybe, okay, cool. And then like
Like you want to go off the fountain, but you know it wouldn't actually support you.
Yeah.
You're like picturing like, oh, and it would blow me up, but it's like that's not gonna work. This is I can bleed.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then gone. And
Grab
like,
some vine, you swing
the
across.
hand pops out, the little skeleton, he flips around it and
Yeah,
goes up and up into
and then
the
you like
window.
ride it for a second, like yeah, it's dope. Awesome. You guys don't see it, but we do because we get to see this.
Yeah.
Pickles you just hear that sound.
Yeah.
She's gone.
It just
What do
sounds
you
like
guys
a
do?
little
Yeah, you're like
of a tambourine.
on your way up there.
Yeah.
What do you guys do?
About what?
Pickles is gone.
Pickles found a way.
Yeah.
Styxx is gone.
I haven't even turned around yet, and I go, Pickles is gone, isn't he? All right, well.
She knows because all you
I'm
hear
gonna be
is,
like, yeah, I'm not even
Yeah.
bothered looking.
Yeah. It's little high five sounds from the spectral hands.
yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, I think that we should do this path that Stephen McNamerson told us.
Show the man some respect. It was
Stephen
his
McLaughlin.
last name. And I'll show
I
you the
was
notes where I
busy
had written it down.
intending-
McLast
Yeah.
name.
It's a perfectly valid last name. Son of last name.
Sure. All right.
Well, if we continue
of
the path, we can.
Massachusetts last name.
Thank you, yes.
I guess if we know if we lose Pickles, reception-wise, what do you have? A mile?
I mean, I got.
Yeah, what's the distance on that bad boy? What's your cell coverage like?
What's my
What kind of
I
plan
got,
we
I got
working
1
here?
mile.
Duke Kyrex comes in all foggy, like everybody.
I get to choose
Hey
who's
guys,
here.
I'm in on this now. Ah!
It's 1 mile.
1 mile. So yeah, you still have it.
Great.
Sweet.
You're like trying to call, but it's like it's just
Guys,
cool
it's going
sound.
straight to voicemail.
Just tambourines. like a sick
Yeah.
tambourine solo. Yeah.
All right, let's keep going. Well, let's keep moving forward because Pickles can always check in if he needs to.
Okay.
So you guys are intending to go up basically climb up the ledge to the balcony.
Yeah.
All right, so Pickles, by again using your epic opportunity, you manage to fly through. The hand helps get you, and just as you're about to like, oh no, I might miss, you see the hands just like, and like
Yeah.
gives you the little bump. And you're just like a little teddy bear, so you just go,
Please.
and you land on the balcony. You look down to the side. You see a bunch of coiled up like blankets.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what you see a bunch of coiled up blankets. I mean, it's like this is like an escape rope. Somebody from inside of this place was exactly. You're like, oh, I see these every day. It's like, oh, stop tying these horribly sad story components.
Oh.
But yeah, you can see there's like several of these have already been tied, as if somebody may have been planning an escape. And you like look down at the side. You can easily toss it down to your allies. You know, you see them just like by managing to get up
I'll
there, you
message
can pass
and
it
go.
down.
I'm gonna message.
Because you know Nicole's gonna roll a 1 on it. You know she will, and she might die.
Can we see that? But you have to be unhelpful, so maybe set them on fire.
Oh, okay. Set it on fire.
Yeah, you have that
First,
option.
I'm gonna set it
yeah,
on
a
fire.
bomb.
I am going to send them the message that exists. There is some sneaky sheets in some sort of sneaky knots in the sneaky window. What's over there?
Sounds sneaky.
Sneaky sheets.
You know, Pickles, you kind of look to your left. You see the glass of this is, you know, kind of foggy and thick. It's made so that you know there's someone in there, but not, you don't want to be like, there's the king, I'll kill him with my longbow.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it's kind of like that stained in type glass. It's got a little hue of brown to it. And you see the kind of yellow flame from the lantern behind it glows this kind of amber color. And you see this figure just like hunched over. He's got this giant book in front of him, massive in pages, thousands of pages. There's so many books in this book. Thousands of pages lie on either side of the split page that he reads. You see his hands are somewhat shaking. His whole body is seemingly racked as he just pores over this page. You got the thunder strikes. You hear the rain, you know, dropping on the roof. You kind of turn around, looking at these soggy blankets on the ground next to you, and you see the far door opens. And you see stepping in is Styxx.
I knew it.
So she's like dripping water from her face, and she's sitting there, and glowing in her hand is this burning magic. The exact same kind you see Mark use. This is a fire of necromancy. You see she's like walking into the door, and she glances you in the window, and she fires. And that's where we're going to pick it up next time, guys!
Come on, dude. You're killing me, bro.
At least Steven was honest.
Right.
Stephen McLast's name is a saint.
Steven McLash name.
Saint McLast's name's legacy.
4 generations.
This is my family's
My
lineage.
family
4
legacy.
generations.
4 generations.
All right. You should get out of here, McFirst name. They have beef, like those two families. They're the Hatfields and the
First
McPherson.
names and the
First
McLast.
name.
You get out of here.
Last
First
name.
name.
I'm McMiddle name. Go home. Go home.
Clifford.
All right.
last name.
Yes. So we have brought the Queen Styxx Agalthore to the Chamber of the King, where this figure, you guys don't know what it is now standing, seemingly being blasted by her. Pickles, you are on the standing up on the balcony. You guys are down below. There are some soggy blankets, as if an escape was being planned. But some crazy shit's going on here in the Kush Kingdoms, my friend, and we are nearing the completion of Chapter 2. So basically, it's going to be all bangers from here, guys. It's just gonna be all
bangers and mash.
bangers from here. Thank you guys so much for hanging with us. Some of the PR Scorpio, we see you in here, baby. Love you, dog. I see Coffee Man. I keep saying coffee. It's coffee. But Precarious is here. Arch, guys, your names bring me joy. I love you. I see some new peeps here. Thanks so much for being here, guys. Come hang out and have us a good time. We do.
Thanks, bro.
Thanks, bro. We also want to say once more happy birthday to our dear friend Sean, who is running the tech end right now. Thank you to our studio manager, Stephanie McHugh. Thanks to the best fucking cast in the entire fucking world. And thanks to the best buds in the world. I'm going to say in the world 2 more times. We got us a little ritual we like to do around here, guys. Maybe you've heard about it. Maybe you haven't. We like to take a lighter. Like, again, this Weed&d one Jake made for us. Make sure you're not going to light any of your friends, family, or childhood traumas on fire. I'm so sorry, dude. And go.
Stop peeing.
Lighters up. We fucking love you guys. Do something awesome. Be nice. Or else.
Good night, Sam.
Help somebody. Good night, Sam. We love you, buds. We're gonna raid.
We're gonna raid.
Wow.
We're gonna raid.
Stick around. I just did 3 hours without doing that. What the fuck? Stick around for the raid. We're gonna show some love to the D&D creative community. We love you, buds. We'll see you next Tuesday. No break. We're back and we're gonna be doing cool shit. Smoking with our friends, telling great stories. Thank you to the crew. Thank you to the cast. Thank you to the buds. We love you guys, and we will see you next Tuesday at 8 p.m.